for North Platte Post Sports on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live stream at northplattepost.com. Today's game brought to you by Sandhills State Bank, Premier Toyota, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings, CT Computer Services. Today's game also brought to you in part by Shelter Insurance, Great Plains Sports and Therapy, Great Plains Home Care Equipment, Larry's Glass, Bill Summers Ford, the D&N Event Center, Larry's RV, Double Dips, the Fortify Group, CIO Wealth Strategies, Puro Clean, and North Platte Public Schools. Here's Paxton Gordon.
Welcome back, everybody, here to, of course, the Dog House. Of course, we're North Platte North Platte Community College. North Platte High School is back once again for some basketball action. It's been an entire week since we last saw each other. The Bulldogs, of course, coming away with a pretty good victory against Hastings last time we saw you, which was, of course, last Friday, 52-44, where they basically had control of the game all from start to finish and really looked like a good team that's finally taken the next step faced this team. That is, of course, Scottsbluff. They faced the Scottsbluff Bearcats on my birthday, January 26th, for the, of course, the Western Conference tournament, the Western Nebraska Conference tournament, where they fell in that one 50-32. Wasn't the best game for the Bulldogs, of course, as we know, mainly because the driving force for the team, Clancy Brown, did appear to come up with an injury in that game, and it really wasn't herself. The team did put its best foot forward in trying to make sure that they can come back in that game, but overall it just came up a tad bit short. Now they'll begin the rematch here against Scottsbluff on home back. That'll start at noon for the Bulldogs. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner. Of course, we'll be getting on with our Quick Stop pregame here. Just drawing closer and closer to the conclusion of this season. They do have themselves quite a task coming up in the next couple of weeks. Got a game tomorrow, a game on the 12th, a game on the 15th, and the last game of the season on the 17th. So they are really closing out this season hard in terms of games played. So it'll be on head coach Tyson Hammond to make sure that the team overall stays not only well rested, but also make sure they stay out of the injury column as we get closer and closer to conference tournament play. Well, we're going to step aside and we're going to take a real quick break. We can come back here more on the Quick Stop pregame show. We'll get into our keys towards this game right here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Gourmet coffee with Quick Stop's 100% Arabica house blend and Quick Stop's Seattle Buzz coffees. Quick Stop Rewards offering exclusive discounts and fuel rollbacks. Savings up to 15 cents per gallon with Sinclair Dino Pay using your debit or credit card. Quick Stop can refresh with Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and for real shakes and smoothies. Or customize your favorite fountain drink with flavor shots and everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Always up and right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Larry's Glass is better known and has over 40 years of experience in glass replacement and installation. Whether you need a new window for your home, storefront, or vehicle, they have the expertise to get the job done. Larry's team of skilled professionals use the highest quality materials and techniques to ensure your satisfaction. Larry's takes pride in delivering outstanding service with affordable pricing and are on the Better Business Bureau honor roll. Trust Larry's Glass to take care of your glass needs, and you'll appreciate the difference that over 40 years of experience can make.
Sandhills State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhills State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank, member FDIC.
Quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the D&N. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
This is the Bulldog Pregame Show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by Quick Stop. Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Welcome back to the Doghouse here today. It is time for some basketball action. North Platte High School, who currently sit 8-7 on the year, taking on Scottsbluff. And the Bearcats, who currently sit on the season, a record rise at 12-9. They are first in their conference. Well, correction, first in their division, while North Platte currently sits right now 19th in their district at 2-3 on the season. Well, let us jump into our, of course, keys to the game. As always, let's start on the offensive side. I've been very impressed with North Platte High School in terms of what they've done this season in terms of offensively. They look like a well better oiled machine is how I'm going to describe them. And so far, the last couple of games, they've seemed to be getting back into that mojo. But one thing that has become kind of I wouldn't say glaring issue, but kind of something that the team needs to become aware of, and I think today might be a good example of that, is, that this isn't the best three-point shooting team that we've seen come out of this North Platte high school program this season specifically. And I'm not saying that they are overall a bad shooting team, but it's not their bread and butter. And we saw last time out against Hastings how the team did get into a little bit, I wouldn't say of a rut, but into a little bit of a rhythm of becoming too comfortable shooting the three ball. And because of them becoming too comfortable shooting the three ball, they did put themselves in a little bit of a hole in terms of scoring outputs, I believe through the second and then the third quarter, when things were probably the closest they had been. So I'm looking forward to today, maybe the Bulldogs doing a little bit of a better job in terms of making sure that they don't get into a shooting contest with Scottsbluff when they start to struggle a little bit offensively. Still stick within their own limits, and maybe, just maybe, well, I'll say maybe, but stick within your own limits and the good things will come from it that way. And then defensively for the Bulldogs, of course, I think it's make sure they stick around the perimeter, do a good job, because this is a good Scottsbluff team that is known for shooting really well around the perimeter, and that being a good chunk of their offense. So the Bulldogs do need to keep an eye out for that and make sure that they stay home and true to that. Well, we're going to step aside and we're going to take a break here. Quick Stop Pregame Show. We come back, we'll have your starters right here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
You are a loved one in need of medical equipment to improve your quality of life? Look no further than Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment. Their state-of-the-art and affordable medical products are specifically designed to return your independence. From manual and power wheelchairs, mobility scooters, and lift chairs to walking aids, ramps, hospital beds, and bath safety products. They have everything you need to make your home a comfortable and safe place to live. They can even provide CPAP and BiPAP equipment and supplies, as well as oxygen equipment and supplies. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
See me, Pete Foltz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Buying a car, it's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
Are you ready to unlock the door to your dream home? Look no further than Gateway Realty, your key to a world of possibilities. Open the door to possibilities. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a savvy investor, or looking to upgrade your space, Gateway Realty is here to make your real estate journey seamless and exciting. Contact Gateway Realty today and let us be the bridge to your future home. Gateway Realty, where your dreams become home.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Kylie is a Runza burger lover.
Especially if it's smothered with sauteed onions and French onion dip and topped with Swiss cheese.
North Platte Coast Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School taking on Scottsbluff, and the Bearcats here today in some basketball action. We'll, of course, begin our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting a lineup with the Bearcats. Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District in North Platte offers 24-plus different flavors of hand-dipped ice cream served in a variety of ways. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones and bowls alongside homemade budge and freshly baked desserts. On the side of the Bearcats here today, the sophomore Ava Reed gets to start alongside Bella Schur, the senior. Paige Horn, the senior, gets the start alongside Marley Laucomer, senior, and Allie Darnell, senior, for the Bearcats. Pretty tall, lengthy lineup for the Bearcats here today. And then, of course, on the side of North Platte High School, as always, Clancy Brown will be getting the start here in today's contest alongside Clancy Brown, the senior, gets to start alongside Addison Ewing, the junior. Macy Freeze, the junior, gets to start. And then welcoming back to the lineup here, one Ellie Blakely, who missed the Hastings game last week, I believe, for some interviews she had for, I believe I remember what Coach said, colleges. So congratulations on, going and looking for that part of her future for Miss Ellie Blakely. But we welcome her back here. The senior, once again, gets to start alongside Avery Zern for North Platte High School. That was our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting a lineup, and it is just about time and time again for more of some basketball action. Of course, here North Platte High School, who sit at 8-7 on the year, taking on the 12-9 Scottsbluff Bearcats. Bulldogs currently 2-3 in district play. That currently ranks 19th in all of Class A. And then, of course, Scottsbluff 3-0 in their district, which currently sits at first in their conference. Of course, Scottsbluff got the victory last time out against North Platte High School, 50-32. Bulldogs will look to avenge that here today as we are getting ready, that's more like it, to rock and roll between these two teams as here we go, everybody. Bulldogs taking on the Bearcats as we are ready to rock and rumble here today. Let's take the jump, of course, is going to be Addison Ewing for the Bulldogs, as that one's going to go into the backcourt and picked up by Ava Reed of Scottsbluff, and we'll get things rocking and rolling between these two teams. We've got to adjust my little tripod here since it was last used by our production team, which is me, myself, for the Buffalo Bill Farm and Ranch Expo. As that first shot was going to go in from Ava Reed for her first 2 points, and just like that, Scottsbluff take a early 2-0 lead against the Bulldogs here as up the court comes Ellie Blakely, and the Bulldogs will now start out as Macy Freeze tries to go up for the floater off the backboard. It takes a bad bounce. That's rebounded there by Bella Schur. The other way with it comes Scottsbluff. In the post, with it now, driving, Schur up for the layup. Actually, that's not going to be Bella Schur. That's going to be Paige Horn. No good as Clancy Bound collects the rebound, and she'll take it the other way for North Platte High School, and they'll get their second chance offensively here, trailing 2-0 with 7:03 left to go here in this first quarter. Driving baseline, Freeze floats that one. Another tough bounce. Fought for and rebounded on the side once again by Bella Schur. 2 quick floaters for Macy Freeze on back-to-back possessions that unfortunately did not find the bottom of the bucket. Ava Reed with it. The sophomore gets it down low to the post at the free throw line to Allie Darnell. No good. And another strong rebound by Clancy Brown. After making the first bucket, Bearcats missed their last 2. Bulldogs have missed their first initial 2. As hold that thought. Blakely will fire up a mid-ranger. Another tough bounce. Great looks by this Bulldog squad that just unfortunately aren't finding the bottom of the bucket. Spinning, going up for that floater, no good, coming on the side of Paige Horn, and 3 rebounds already for Clancy Brown, and here the other way come the Bulldogs. 2-0 lead for Scottsbluff with 6:08 here in this first quarter. Bulldogs, I thought, have had some fantastic, hold my thought, what a behind-the-back move from Clancy Brown, no good, it's saved and picked up on the side by Paige Horn, and a travel's going to be called by the Bearcats. Turnover on their end, but you know, I've really been impressed with how North Platte has looked to start this game off. Some 3 beautiful, clean looks that just unfortunately the basketball gods not firing in their way, as those all 3 were misses after some tough bounces. It's 2-0 lead for Scottsbluff. Down low to Avery Zern. Her shot goes up. It's no good, but a foul will be called. I believe that's going to be on Ava Reed, which will be her first. Actually, we'll put that one on Paige Horn. That's her first team foul. And with that, Avery Zern will go to the free throw line for North Platte High School. Very strong free throw shooter. Zern had a pretty good performance last down against Hastings. Almost picked up double-digit rebounds, and of course I had to jinx her there. She misses the first one. She's 0 for 1 to start. 5:50 left to go here in this first quarter. 2-0 lead for the Bearcats. Zern fires her second one, and that one's going to rim in and out. So far, Bulldogs unsuccessful in their first 2 free throw attempts and still are yet to score a point. And just like that, Paige Horn on the other end picks up Scottsbluff's second bucket. It's 4-0 in favor of the Bearcats. Now here with it, Clancy Brown comes. Behind the back move on Laucomer. Going to pass it to Macy Freeze, who will drive in the paint area. Once again, will float it. There's Ellie Blakely with a strong rebound, and she's in some trouble, though. But she'll dribble it out and reset the offense for North Platte High School. With 5:16 left, 4-0 lead for the Bearcats to start this game. Down low to Zern. Zern pivots back to Freeze. She'll fire up a 3. It's nothing but net. Macy Freeze hits her first 3 today. And the first 3 for North Platte High School. Just like that, it's 4-3 the lead for the Bulldogs. There's going to be a foul down low as charging down the court, Paige Horn was going with it. And that's going to be Addison Euling's first foul today. Thank you again to our sponsors here for today's game, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings. You'll find out more, as always, 1510 East 4th Street. 4-3 the lead for Scottsbluff as that first free throw from Horn is no good, as Kiki Williams will check in for Addison Euling, as well as Abby Kamensky. Ellie Blakely checking out. So North Platte High School again going with a 7-man rotation. Of course, with the injury to Josie Douglas, she should hopefully be coming back soon, as that one missed free throw. 0 for 2 for Paige Horn. Now gives Zern her first rebound, as there's a reach-in call late to Allie Darnell. Again, Josie Douglas could potentially be back before the start of district tournament time if her recovery goes well, but at this point I'm just hoping she gets a full recovery and we'll see her back next year, as baseline was Clancy Brown. Going to pass it to Kiki Williams. Williams now to Kamensky. 25 on the shot clock, so good chance for the Bulldogs to get something going offensively, but instead they get called for a travel. Macy Freeze does, and here's a turnover. North Platte is still trailed by 1, 4-3. The way the shots they put up early on probably should be leading, but the basketball gods saying, not today, and just like that, a quick foul by Macy Freeze. Freeze's first foul, so both teams have 2 apiece, and now Scottsbluff will have their first check-in today. It'll be Heidi Grosskopf who will be the Bearcat checking in for them. And there's another travel, so 3 straight travels by either side combined here. Off to a little bit of a clumsy start, but again, for North Platte, kind of makes sense. Their first game in over a week. Really unheard of, but to be honest, that's just how this season has gone for the Bulldogs scheduling-wise, as Kiki Williams thought about going baseline, but will pass back to Macy Freeze, and the Bulldogs will look to set things up again. Clancy Brown, in between the legs, hesitates, steps back, fires for 3. Off the backboard, no good, and there's Ava Reed's first rebound, and pushing tempo come the Bearcats. Cross courts it now to Grosskopf. Now 3 from from 1, Marley Laucomer. Now that's the first 3-pointer for Laucomer today, and now the lead extends to 4, 7-3. What a great drive by Kiki Williams. That ball, though, unfortunately will not fall in. And there's a stolen pass, though, in the half court by the side of one. Clancy Brown, and then answered right back with a 3 from Abby Kamensky. And just like that, we're sitting back at a 1-point game, 7-6. Between both North Platte as well as Scottsbluff. Cross court on over. Here comes Horn at the 3-point line. She drives in the paint. The kick out. Some more good passing as now here comes Laucomer. And a foul going to be called on Kamensky. Collides with Marley Laucomer. Kamensky's first foul. The 3rd team foul for North Platte. So a very active foul game from either side early on. 3 fouls for North Platte. 2 for Scottsbluff, and it's only a 1-point lead for the Bearcats. As Ellie Blakely now checks in for Macy Freeze. The dish now going to be picked up there by Laucomer. She'll fire away an open 3. Another one's going to just fall a little off the mark, and rebounded there by Abby Kamensky. Almost looked like it was going in, but took a bounce out, and with that, here come the Bulldogs. Blakely with it, around the perimeter, guarded by Reed, will pass it to Kamensky. She runs baseline with it, down low to Avery Zern. Zern with a nice skyhook off the mark, and Ava Reed collects her second rebound, and pushing tempo come the Bearcats, but it's going to bounce off of Clancy Brown's knee. Bulldogs on that possession won't get anything, as checking out comes Clancy Brown as well as Avery Zern. Freeze as well as Addison Ewing check in, and then checking back in comes Allie Darnell. Marley Laucomer will step to the bench, so both sides kind of rolling with a pretty short rotation. Scottsbluff rolling, it looks at the moment, with the 6-man rotation compared to the 7 from the Bulldogs. And they're going to call a foul on that one with an and 1 from Paige Horn, her 4th point. Addison Ewing's 2nd foul, so Avery Zern's going to have to check back in. It's a 14th foul for the Bulldogs. Pretty ticky-tack foul, in my opinion, down low in the paint on one Addison Ewing. But with that, the lead now will push to 9-6, a 3-point lead for the Bearcats after that miss from Horn. Ellie Blakely now has it for North Platte. Kamensky pivots around the perimeter looking for some help. Finds it to Macy Freeze. She fires another 3. That looks to be on money. Hey, how about Macy Freeze? Really, these last couple of weeks, her shot has really been starting to fall, specifically from the perimeter after a slow start offensively to this season. Great block from Zern, and she'll collect the rebound. But I was saying, after a relatively sluggish shooting percentage-wise start to this season for Macy Freeze, she's really bounced back in a fantastic way, really playing her best bit of basketball the last couple of weeks. Hits her 2nd 3 today, and we're tied 9 apiece. Cross-court pass wide open is Grosskopf, and she misses that 3. And it's going to last be fall out of bounds by Grosskopf, as it's Marley Laucomer who will check in for Heidi Grosskopf. And Scottsbluff still rolling out there. Now essentially it's starting rotation. Ellie Blakely will take it up the court with 1:55 left to go here in this first quarter. Bulldogs tied with the Bearcats, 9-9. Kamensky around the perimeter, picks her dribble up, finds a freshly checked in Clancy Brown. Brown guarded by Laucomer. Passes it back out to one Avery Zern. Now the pass to Kamensky. Kamensky looks to drive it on Ava Reed, nothing there. Back to Zern. Zern, great pump, fires from 8 out. Oh, but it takes a nasty bounce, and it's rebounded there by, and once again, Paige Horn, her 3rd rebound. As now up the court, Ava Reed to the far side with it, Darnell. Darnell back to Reed. Reed kicks it. A shot was thought to be put in from Bella Schur. No good. Oh, almost falls out of the hands of Laucomer, but the Bearcats will still retain possession and fire a shot off from Laucomer. No good. And then a good fight for the basketball between Zern as well as Bella Schur. That'll fall the way of North Platte. And with 1:05, North Platte and the Bulldogs will take it the other way to see if they can take the lead here in this ball game. They have yet to sniff the lead today. Currently are tied at 9-9. Kamensky with it now. Passes it to one. Clancy Brown now with it. Kiki Williams. Williams back to Kamensky. As Brown did fall down, but she's back on up. Kamensky. And then there goes Avery Zern falling down. Blakely explodes in the lane. Back to Clancy Brown. Oh, short on the shot. Great rebound from one Ellie Blakely. She'll be fouled as she went right back up for it. But yet again, we see that aggressive offensive rebounding from Ellie Blakely. Her second offensive rebound today. And now going to the free throw line for the first time today, Allie Darnell picks up the foul. That is going to be her, I believe, second foul. So checking back in comes Heide Grosskopf. So now we'll see how the rotation will go for the Bearcats. Relatively short at the moment, only a six-man rotation for what I've seen. And with foul trouble, it's going to be moved down to 5 as Kiki Williams tries to save the basketball. It's going to go the way of Scottsbluff after that miss from Blakely. Blakely 0 for 2. Those free throw attempts, but now a full court press for North Platte. About a 2-second shot clock, game clock difference, 33 seconds to go before the end of this first quarter. Horn picks her dribble up on the near side corner. Cross courts it, picked up by Laucomer. Now Grosskopf. Reed now has it. Back to Laucomer on the wing. She'll pass it towards the top of the three-point line for an Ava Reed 3. Off the mark and rebounded there by Clancy Brown. She has her fourth rebound. Here come the Bulldogs. Kamensky going baseline, and a foul's going to be called on Ava Reed. It's going to be Reed's first foul today and the now 5th team foul for the Bearcats. So Clancy Brown will have an inbounds underneath the bucket with 9 seconds left for the Bulldogs to find a point before the end of this first quarter. Kamensky has it. 8 seconds. Back to one. Clancy Brown. 5 seconds. Brown gets a screen. Looks to find some separation. 1 second. Her step back 3 is short. And with that, we'll finish up quarter number 1 here. North Platte High School tied up with Scottsbluff and the Bearcats to start this game off 9-9. We come back here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Can you feel it? The feeling of starting something new. The feeling of success. At Mid-Plains Community College, our instructors are ready and willing to support you on every step of your educational journey. Whether you're just starting out or changing careers, MPCC can help you transform your future. Learn more by visiting our website at npcc.edu. That's npcc.edu.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Ask me, Matthew Musselman, about Shelter Life Insurance coverage options.
North Platte Post Sports.
Going back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School currently tied with Scottsbluff and the Bearcats. 9-9. Again, our timeouts, as always, brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey. Suite B, as well as our other sponsors for today's game, Sandhills State Bank, the most committed brand in banking. The locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, and many more. Head to sandhillstate.com for, of course, a full list of locations as well as services. Is checking in for the first time here today was Madden Harris, the freshman, but looks like Allie Darnell with her 2 fouls will look to recheck back in for the Bearcats. Darnell as well as Addison Euling have 2 fouls apiece. So some of the low post players having some issues with their fouls right now as another rebound for Clancy Brown. Up to her 5th rebound already here to start quarter number 2. Now with the basketball, the pass to the near side, Macy Freeze. Freeze drives into the paint, but has to kick it back to Addison Euling, as I said, who was checked in with 2 fouls. Great move by Ellie Blakely. The pass back to Euling. Now Freeze, she steps, thought about the 3, and kicks it to Zern. 14 seconds left to go here in the shot clock for North Platte High School. Good passing from the Bulldogs. 8 seconds, back to Clancy Brown with it. 5 seconds, really deep 3, just a smidge short, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs, but gotta say, love the passing early on, but not just as the clock was expiring, as checking back in comes Paige Horn, and as well as Allie Darnell, as I said. Darnell, 2 fouls. 9-9 here is our ball game at the moment. Horn here on the near side wing will cross court it to Reed. Now Loudcomer on the opposite side of the 3 line will receive the pass. Great passing back and forth now to Reed. Open, wide open Darnell. Down low to Horn. Horn shot goes up and it's in. Tie's been broken as it's Paige Horn who collects her 6th point today, just over the top of Clancy Brown. With that, it's 11-9, the lead for Scottsbluff. Macy Freeze to Clancy Brown. She'll drive the baseline on Loudcomer. Her floater will find the mark. Great move by Clancy Brown to go on the baseline, and just like that, we're retied 11-11 with 6:16 left to go here before halftime. Cutting into the lane goes Horn. Her shot, though, gets stripped away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by a Bulldog. Great defense there from, I believe, Clancy Brown to get her hand in and strip it away from Paige Horn. And now here come the Bearcats with an inbounds underneath the basket. They try to get it down low, and once again, it's Clancy Brown tipping it away. So we'll set up once more. 6:09 left to go here for halftime. We're tied at 11. Darnell with the inbound, still waiting, looking, having all the time, finds it in the near side to Schur, into the paint. Paige Horn again, no good. Fought for and rebounded by Schur. She's looking for some help and gets it to Horn. Here in the corner, Horn drives, goes up for the floater, way off the mark, and there's rebound number 3 for Avery Zern as here comes North Platte the other way once again. All tied at 11. Bulldogs looking for the first lead for them today. Blakely with it, pivoting around. Will now dribble, guarded by Allie Darnell. To Brown. Clancy Brown with 20 in the shot clock. Getting things set up. She's going to lose the basketball as Marley Loudcomer strips it away, and now is a one-on-one fast break. Clancy Brown with the defense. Not good enough as there's Paige Horn collecting her 8th point. And now it's 13-11 in favor of Scottsbluff and the Bearcats. Handoff to Macy Freeze. Freeze gets a screen, tries to get past Ava Reed, but can't do so. Now able to find some separation, goes up for the shot, and a foul will be called. I believe that'll be maybe on Bella Schur. We're going to call that on Ava Reed. That's her second foul for Reed. Is looking to check in. Was going to be Heidi Grosskopf, but she rocks back, and now Macy Freeze will go to the free throw line. Down by 2 of the Bulldogs. She'll have that one toilet bowl out. So far, North Platte High School yet to make a free throw today's game. 0 for 5 so far. We'll make that 1 for 6 as Freeze does convert. Now it's only a 1-point game in favor of the Bearcats. 13-12. Macy Freeze now 7 quick points here in this opening half, as it's Kiki Williams who will now look to check in for North Platte. Pass at the right hash mark there, and a 3 on the way from Loudcomer. After that, received pass is rebounded there by Clancy Brown. The throw, Macy Freeze was open for a second, but it's going to be turned on over to Ava Reed. Brown looking for a full court heave. Not close enough to Macy Freeze. The ball's on the floor. Freeze will pick it up. And they're going to call it travel on Macy Freeze as she was trying to get up with the basketball after picking it up on the floor. So Kiki Williams checks in for Addison Euling, and then it's Abby Kamensky checking in for Ellie Blakely. A 1-point lead for Scottsbluff with 4:37 left to go here in this first half. Darnell with the inbounds. Got to run out of time. Going to throw it to the right side. Able to find Schur. Now Reed in the corner, right corner, needs help, finds Laucomer. Really quick passing, almost out of the hands of Darnell. Laucomer will pick it back up, and Scottsbluff has a deep three from Ava Reed off the mark. Tipped up, tipped again, and picked back up by Ava Reed. Down low with it, Horn goes up for the shot, no good. Great defense from Avery Zern. Collects her 4th rebound, and now the kick up to Kamensky. Kamensky with some steam into the lane, up for the layup, it's short again. Zern will collect the rebound. Turnaround from Zern, no good. And here come the Bearcats once more. The lid is just on that basket. If you are a North Platte player right now, so far this game really have struggled to get that ball into the bucket, as that's going to be a foul from Zern. As down low, it was Bella Schur who had an opening, went for the shot, and with that, she'll go to the free throw line. As I have some 2 fresh check-ins. Ava Reed as well as Marley Laucomer will check out. It looks like Ellie Blakely will check right back in for North Platte. First free throw is short off the mark. Checking in Madden Harris alongside Heidi Grosskopf. As it's now Clancy Brown stepping out in, taking a breather for North Platte as Blakely checks in. 3:50 left to go here before halftime, a 13-12 lead. Next free throw will rattle in on the side of Bella Schur, her first, as Ellie Blakely checks back in. Here we go now. Blakely with the basketball will take it up the court. Only a 2-point lead for the Bearcats here, 14-12 with 3:44 left to go. Macy Freeze gets it down low to Avery Zern. Williams, she'll fire an open three. Kiki Williams will off the mark. Another great offensive rebound from Blakely as Williams collects the second and puts it back in. Great second chance opportunity there from rebounds by Ellie Blakely as well as Kiki Williams, and we're tied again, 14-14 at the free throw line. Putting her head down, Paige Horn spinning, and a travel's going to be called by Paige Horn. She'll turn the ball over, 14-14. Ball game right now. Either side really going at it defensively. And really for North Platte High School, they should probably be in the lead by a little comfortable margin. They've had some really good looks, just shots haven't fallen into the basket. Down low, wide open. Kiki Williams' shot goes in. Getting it up and over Paige Horn, and just like that, Bulldogs for the first time today take the lead 16-14. 2:47 left to go here. This first half, as Horn now has it. Picks her dribble up and cross courts it to Darnell. Darnell down low to Harris. Harris down low to Grosskopf, blocked up by Zern. Last tipped out of bounds, I believe, by Kiki Williams, as Ava Reed will check in alongside Clancy Brown as Madden Harris checks out, and it's Macy Freeze who checks out for North Platte. 16-14. 2:34 left to go here in this first half. Thank you again to our sponsors here for today's game. CT Computer Services, your IT guy since 2005. Laucomer, far corner, pass it to Horn at the right elbow, and there's Paige Horn's got 10 points, and we're tied right back up. 16-16 here with 2:20 left to go before halftime. Blakely to the far side with it now. Will pick her dribble up and find Abby Kamensky. Gets through her hands, but she's able to recover it, and here we go. Kamensky to the far side, Blakely, 20 on the shot clock, will now pivot around and pass to Kamensky. She'll fire a three, and that's going to be short off the mark. Another rebound for one, Clancy Brown, no good. Zern with the rebound, her second chance effort, no good. Fighting for it is going to be Paige Horn, who will collect the rebound, and finally up the court with it come the Bearcats. Darnell back to Horn. Horn into the lane, into a triple team. Shot goes up, and an offensive charge called. Clancy Brown was right there, and it's Paige Horn who picks up the foul, her second, as it's Madden Harris now checking in for the Bearcats, as well as Bella Schur. Out goes Paige Horn, as well as Ava Reed. 1:44 now left to go. This first half, we're 16-16 at the moment with 1:40 left to go as Abby Kamensky has the basketball. Kamensky now to Kiki Williams. She'll fake the pass and hand it off to Kamensky. Kamensky drives into the paint area. Lost the basketball for a second. Gets it down low to Zern. Zern's turnaround jumper, no good. They're going to call a foul, I believe, on Madden Harris. Harris's first foul as it's Ava Reed looking to check back in. First foul today for Harris, as that is the third team foul for Scottsbluff. As Zern's free throws off the mark. She's so far now 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Harris, the freshman, checks out, as that's Ava Reed checking back in. 3 total team fouls for the Bearcats, 16-16 with 1:26 left to go. That one off the mark, and it's going to be rebounded by Ava Reed. Not a good performance from the free throw line for Avery Zern so far today. She's 0 for 4, something you rarely hear. One of the better shooting big men in Class A from the free throw line this season. Far side with it, sure. Now to Laucomer. She drives into the paint area. Her shot goes up. Wow, and it takes a nice bounce in. And now it's Marley Laucomer getting on the board, and just like that, she's got 5, and it's a 2-point lead for the Bearcats. That one's going to tipped out of the hand of one Avery Zern as Clancy Brown kicks it out of bounds, and we'll have an inbounds underneath the basket, their own basket for the Bearcats, with 52 seconds left. Up the court, Reed kicks it to Grosskopf. Grosskopf back to Reed, and now the offense sets up for the Bearcats here. Less than 42 seconds left to go before halftime. Grosskopf now to the near side, Darnell on the perimeter. Passes it to Reed as she gets it down into the paint area, as now it's Grosskopf in the far corner to Laucomer's jumping 3. Way off the mark. Air ball it is. Now here comes Clancy Brown and the Bulldogs. 23 seconds behind the back move by Brown. Down low to Kiki Williams. Great pass. Clancy Brown lost her footing for a second, and because of that, it allowed Kiki Williams to slip into the open unguarded, and now we're tied 18-18 as a travel is going to be called on Marley Laucomer. And with 6.4 seconds, the Bulldogs on the far sideline will have an inbounds to see if they can get some magic before half. They've had a couple of times this season where they could get a final shot off. They've yet to, in the games I've seen this year, secure that final shot. And point as out comes Ava Reed, and it's Madden Harris to check in. But so far this season, Bulldogs been unsuccessful in getting a shot before halftime to fall. 4 seconds. And that's going to be slipped and stolen away by Marley Laucomer. Laucomer is going to have that one tipped and run out of time. And just like that, halftime is upon us. And just like we started with quarter number 1, we're tied here at halftime, 18-18. You know, overall, I think it's been a good start for the Bulldogs, both offensively and defensively. I just think they've become a little unlucky when it comes to getting a shot to fall into the bucket, which is, you know, I wouldn't say it's something that's happened periodically for North Platte High School, but so far today it's sure been a little bit of a problem today, as they've had many of opportunities to have those fall in, but there's just an imaginary lid there at the moment. We'll see what they can do in the halftime to get a rhythm back. We'll step away, and when we come back, we'll have our Quick Stop halftime show right here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Kylie is a Runza burger lover.
Especially if it's smothered with sauteed onions and French onion dip and topped with Swiss cheese.
Ah, sounds like you just had the French onion burger at Runza.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Are you crying?
Yeah, it's the onions. Wait, are you crying?
Yeah, because I love the French onion burger. Come get yours today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters. They have aggressive finance Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte. And online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
Family first was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
CMH Interiors, North Platte's home to Karastan Luxcraft Flooring and Karastan Smart Strand Carpet. Karastan products have inspiring designs, long-lasting materials, and carpet built with stain and soil protection. CMH Interiors has a knowledgeable staff to help you find the right products for your home. Windows, doors, cabinets, countertops, and flooring. Stop into CMH Interiors and see what Karastan products fit your home. CMH Interiors in Francis Square, North Platte.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
I'm Jared Remus with Jerry Remus Chevrolet of North Platte. The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ AM North Platte. We've got the keys to your new car.
North Platte Post Sports.
Going back here to the Dog Houses. North Platte High School currently is tied with Scottsbluff and the Bearcats here in today's contest, 18-18. Thank you again to our halftime sponsor here for today's game, Quick Stop. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner. I mean, my good heavens, the Bulldogs, I really believe, should be leading this ball game by quite a healthy margin after the start that they had to today's game. I mean, the amount of shots that they have gotten up and have just unfortunately have had the luck of the ball just bouncing out of the rim in the most peculiar way is, I would assume, frustrating, of course, for them out there because, you know, they have gotten so many good looks to start this game. They probably should be leading by 6 points at this point. I mean, the first 3 looks that they got offensively to start this game were all beautiful, beautiful looks, but fortunately the ball just did not go into the bucket. But outside of that, I mean, they still haven't let that, you know, inconsistency of the ball not getting into the bucket get them down as they fought their way to only be down by, I'll say down, but tied here at the moment with Scottsbluff and the Bearcats 18 all. I mean, again, starting the first quarter where they tied the Bearcats 9-9. It really was looking like things were going to be a defensive slugfest, and they've continued on with that defensive slugfest throughout the entirety of this game. But I still believe wholeheartedly North Platte should be in totality leading this ball game if some of those early shots went a little more their way. Well, how about we get into some game stats brought to you in part here by Skiles Loop, Bremer and White CPAs, where they are your partners for the future. On the side of the Bearcats, it's Paige Horn, who's leading with 10 points and 4 rebounds. She does have 2 fouls, though, to her name. 5 points for Marley Loudcomer as well. No fouls for her. Ava Reed's got 2 points, 2 fouls. 1 point for Bella Shear from the free throw line. And that is all the scoring so far being put forth by the Bearcats. On the side of North Platte High School, it's being led today by Macy Free. She has 7 points to go along with 2 3-pointers to start the game. She was red hot from the three-point line, not just today, but the last couple of games. Macy Freese has been absolutely on fire from the perimeter. 6 points for Kiki Williams. I think it's been a silent 6 points, which is funny to say, but the way she's gotten them has been very efficient, but, not as loud, of course, as Macy Freese's three-pointers, but she's done a fantastic job down low, finding separation to get those easy points. 3 points for Abby Kamensky, only 2 points for Clancy Brown, but she does have 7 rebounds already. No points for Ellie Blakely. She has 3 rebounds, and Avery Zern has 6, but no points to go along with it. Well, that'll do it here for our quick stop halftime show. We're going to once again take a little timeout. We come back, second half action. Right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Thanks for listening to the Quick Stop Halftime Show. Second half action is next on FM 98.1.
Hoop season is here, and don't forget about those wrestlers. But where do we go to catch all the action? Dave's Place. Duh! Pizza, wings, cool drinks, and nightly dinner specials.
Made with fresh dough. Before, during, or after the game, stop by Dave's Place and bring the crew. Our family atmosphere can't be beat.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street in North Platte.
Dine in,
carry out, DoorDash,
or online at davesplacemp.com.
Whoop, whoop.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Sandhills State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhills State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank. Member FDIC.
Larry's Glass is better known and has over 40 years of experience in glass replacement and installation. Whether you need a new window for your home, storefront, or vehicle, they have the expertise to get the job done. Larry's team of skilled professionals use the highest quality materials and techniques to ensure your satisfaction. Larry's takes pride in delivering outstanding service with affordable pricing and are on the Better Business Bureau honor roll. Trust Larry's Glass to take care of your glass needs, and you'll appreciate the difference that over 40 years of experience can make.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse to start quarter number 3. Bulldogs tied with Scottsbluff 18-18. Thank you again to our halftime sponsor here for today's game. That is Quick Stop, as Clancy Brown starts off the second half with a North Platte bucket. Again, Quick Stop, 27 locations, open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner. As well as thank you to our other sponsors here for today's game. Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte. Invite you to stop out, take a test drive here today. Premier Toyota, let's go places. 12 points now for Paige Horn. And just like that, the snap of a finger, we're tied 20-20. Horn had a nice drive into the paint. Got a little bit of separation and floated one up as Clancy Brown tried to do the same thing, but it falls a bit short as it's Allie Darnell who will pick up the rebound. And here comes Scottsbluff the other way. So we are once again tied. I believe we've had this game tied more than we have had anybody singularly in the lead. As a pass down low to Horn. That shot no good. She had an opening as there's Avery Zern collecting her 7th rebound. Couldn't, round it down. And with that, it's still 20-20. Blakely with the basketball. Kicks it to Macy Freeze in the far corner. She drives on in to Reed. The kick to Blakely. Blakely floats one up, and it rattles in. Ellie Blakely finally gets her first 2 points after getting 3 offensive rebounds to start the first half. She is finally rewarded for her effort with a bucket, as we're going to have a jump ball that will stay with Scottsbluff. Great defense there by Avery Zern to get in front of the pass and try to steal it away as, Macy Freeze almost did the exact same thing. Ava Reed with it. Now gets it down low to Horn. Horn floats one from the paint. No good. And it's off the back of Addison Euling and into the hands of Clancy Brown. That's the 8th rebound for Clancy Brown. As here comes Blakely. Down low to Euling. Euling backing down Darnell, and she goes up for the shot and draws the foul. 3rd foul for Allie Darnell will force Heidi Grosskopf to check in here for the first time in this 3rd quarter. First team foul for Scottsbluff, and now it's Addison Euling from the free throw line. Just like Avery Zern, fantastic free throw shooter as she makes her first free throw, as that's out of everybody, the second free throw made by North Platte here in today's game. As the Bulldogs now have their largest lead following the perfect make from Addison Euling. It's 24-20. Their largest lead today, North Platte's at 4 points. The kick now to Laucomer. The far side with it. Grosskopf, who again was checked in for Allie Darnell, who's on her 3rd foul. Ava Reed with it. Reed picks her dribble up, needs some help, running out of time, and almost stolen by Freeze, but now it's picked up by Schur. Schur into the paint. Kicks it back out. Laucomer from 18 will make the bucket. It's her 7th point for Marley Laucomer. Now back to a 2-point lead in favor of North Platte. Zert in the far corner has it. She drives baseline. Picks her dribble up. Throws it all the way to Macy Freeze at the top of the 3-point line. The Bulldogs will reset. Blakely pivots around the perimeter, looking for some help. Finds it in Clancy Brown. She drives baseline up for the shot. It's in. I'm going to say the foul was committed before the shot goes off, as that's Heidi Grosskopf picking up the foul. That's the first for Grosskopf, and a beautiful move by Clancy Brown. She made the bucket and was hoping for that to be a shooting foul instead, but couldn't find anything. Freeze with it. She'll now drive to the free throw line. Kicks back out to Clancy Brown. Brown going, stepping, and firing. Short on that shot. It's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Avery Zern. Not a good shooting night for Clancy Brown today. Normally, we see Brown shoot a very, very respectable percentage from the field. But so far today, she's only got 4 points and has had most of her shots just fall a little short of the rim. As now it's Laucomer up the court with it. It's almost stolen by Macy Freeze, but is able to identify Freeze coming from behind and pulls the brakes up. Sure, back out to Grosskopf. Now to the corner with it. Treading in now comes Paige Horn. Horn kicks it. Laucomer's next shot off the mark, and it's picked up by Macy Freeze. Here comes Freeze. Freeze with the basketball. Tries to kick it to the side of Clancy Brown, as that's going to be out of bounds. That's touched by the Bearcats, as Freeze was trying to dish it to Brown down low, but there was a Scottsbluff Bearcat there that stole it away, but falls out of bounds with it. Ellie Blakely checks out alongside Addison Euling, as it's Abby Kamensky and Kiki Williams to check in for North Platte. Williams, and down low, beautiful move, and another point. Man, I just love what I see confidence-wise from Kiki Williams here. In this second half of this season, she seems like a totally different player. And again, I think it all just boils down to what I said, confidence. It's exactly what she needed after a pretty slow start to the start of this season, where she struggled to find any production and some confidence in her shot. Really so far in this second half, as that one's almost stolen away by North Platte. She's really found herself some momentum, as that's going to be picked up here on the near side by the Bearcats, and Grosskopf. As now with it, Reed. Down low it goes to Schur. Schur now picks her dribble up in some trouble, blocked up front, and a foul is going to be called on Kiki Williams as the shot falls in from Paige Horn, her 14th point. Williams is first, and after a battle down low between Bella Schur and Kiki Williams and Avery Zern, it's going to go the way of Paige Horn with the bucket and the foul, as she'll go to the free throw line. And she nails it. She's got 15 points today, her first free throw, and just like that, it's only a 1-point game. North Platte High School 26-25. Kamensky with it, passes it now to one Macy Freeze for three. She's going to overshoot that one, and it's Paige Horn collecting her 5th rebound, and she'll take it the other way. Horn kicks it. Laucomer's three on the way, and she nails it in transition, and just like that, 2-point lead for the Bearcats, 28-26. 5-point swing in favor of Scottsbluff. Freeze now will drive on into Ava Reed, but it's Abby Kamensky that'll pick up the pass. She looks to find some help. Kamensky needs it, finds Clancy Brown. Brown down low to Zern in the post. Zern to Kamensky. She'll fire off a three. That one's short after I believe it was stopped by Heidi Grosskopf. The throw up to now Laucomer. Laucomer in for the layup, and she hits yet again another one. And it's Marley Laucomer who is on a tear here in the bottom half of this third quarter, and with that, it's a 30-26 lead in favor of Scottsbluff. We'll step aside and we'll take a break. When we come back, we will have more of this third quarter right here at FM 98.1 and 1410, of course, video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Valentine's Day is coming up, and why not treat your special someone to a sweet surprise at Double Dips? After you've wined and dined your loved one, why not indulge in our delectable desserts at Double Dips? And exciting news, Double Dips has another location, conveniently located inside Axes and Aces out at the lake. Make this Valentine's Day extra special with Double Dips. Visit us downtown, on the Bricks, or out at Axes and Aces in North Platte.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. It's been a 7-point swing in favor of Scottsbluff coming out of this timeout. North Platte looking to stem that bleeding as it's 30-26 now the lead for the Bearcats. Again, our timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortified Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortified Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B, as Clancy Brown nails a contested three to make it a 1-point game. And I say that, but right back to work goes Paige Horn, picking up her 17th point now for Scottsbluff, 32-29. Great shot, though, from Brown to get things rocking and rolling. How about Abby Kamensky for three? No good. And it's rebounded there on the side by Marley Laucomer as she'll slowly take it up the court now for Scottsbluff. Also, thank you to our sponsors here for today's game, CT Computer Services, your IT guy since 2005. Bella Schur from the left elbow, no good as Clancy Brown's 9th rebound comes her way. The throw up to Blakely. Blakely, her layup is short, tipped out of bounds, last touched by a Bearcat player, Ava Reed. And now North Platte of an inbounds underneath the bucket. Trailing by 3, 32-29. Brown gets the action in. Here we go. She finds Abby Kamensky. She thought about the three, but dribbles to the perimeter and finds Kiki Williams. Williams drives, still going, pivoting around, looking for help. Finds Abby Kamensky at the free throw line, and she'll step out and allow the offense to reset. 23 on the shot clock, down low to Williams. Williams, though, gets called for the travel as she picked up her pivot foot. And just like that, that offensive possession for North Platte comes to an end. 1:28 left to go here in this third quarter. It's 32-29 the lead for Scottsbluff. They get the ball into Paige Horn. Horn has a team and game high 17 points right now for Scottsbluff. Horn going baseline on Kiki Williams. Great defense from Williams and Blakely, and it's stolen away by Abby Kamensky. And the Bulldogs will now look to go the other way with it. The pass up to Clancy Brown. Brown from the free throw line, it rattles in. Clancy Brown with 9 points now, and just like that, the Bulldogs are within one, 32-31. And then immediately, yet again, in transition, it's Paige Horn picking up her 19th point. Bulldogs pick up a good offensive possession, then immediately on the other end, it's Paige Horn making a great play as Blakely collects yet again her own miss as a three from Kaminsky's off the mark. Great inside attack from the side of Addison Euling for the jump ball, and it'll be North Platte possession. But just like, again, the Bulldogs just need to find one stop defensively on Paige Horn. She has 19 points, 19 of the 34 points for Scottsbluff. As a great action in finds Kiki Williams. As there's going to be I believe, blood on the floor, so the Bulldogs' point will still remain as time is going to be called. I believe that's going to be from Heidi Grosskopf. Heidi Grosskopf does have a tissue in her nose as she was bleeding to start this third quarter. But a great action in for Kiki Williams, who picks up her 8th point and now just puts North Platte once again down 1. But it's on the Bulldogs here to see if they can find a way to slow down Paige Horn. Horn has just been tearing it up for Scottsbluff, 19 of the 34 points so far. And really, if the Bulldogs can find a couple of good stops on Horn and retake this lead, they've been doing a very, very good job here in this third quarter of finding ways to get their shots to fall. As up now comes Ava Reed. Reed, with only 2 points now, guarded by Abby Kaminsky at the logo. Great defense from Kaminsky. The handoff now to Laucomer. Laucomer to Horn. Horn drives to the left side. Now looks to throw it all the way back to Marley Laucomer. Now to Ava Reed. In 13 seconds, Bearcats with the final shot. Down low, it's up, it's no good, and here comes North Platte. 6 seconds, Clancy Brown up the court, behind the back. She lost the basketball for a second. Her shot, though, going to be blocked by Paige Horn. And with that, we're heading to the fourth quarter here. North Platte just trails by 1 in this one, 34-33. As we are under fourth quarter action right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Ask me, Matthew Musselman, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse to start quarter number 4. North Platte High School trailing 34-33. As always, our timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann in the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann, the Fortifying Group, at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Also thanking to our timeout sponsors, our other sponsors here for today's game. One, Sandhills State Bank, the most committed brand in banking with locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, and many more. Head to sandhillstate.com for a full list of services and locations. After the missed shot, strong rebound by Avery Zer now puts North Platte High School into their side of the court as it's Marley Laucomer picking up her first foul today. And she reached in on Clancy Brown and gets dinged for the team first foul. So fourth quarter action here. North Platte only trailing by 1 point. This game looking much more competitive than the last time these two teams played. Of course, North Platte fell in that one 50-32. Clancy Brown did injure her leg in that game. She really wasn't herself as now Macy Freeze gets called for the travel as she was making her way into the lane. With that, Bearcats will go the other way with it, looking to extend their lead. Comer's going to get it in and pass it back to Darnell, who has checked in for the first time in quite some time. Allie Darnell has 3 fouls. Reed, Laucomer, now Darnell, down low to Horn. Horn shot is up, and once again, it just finds the mark. That is 21 points for Paige Horn, and she has really been a thorn in the side for North Platte today. As now it's 36-33 the lead for the Bearcats. As that shot from Addison Euling. Great turnaround feed for the bucket, and just like that, we're back to a 1-point lead for the Bearcats. Darnell stops and throws across court to Laucomer. Now Horn in the double team, goes baseline, kicks it to Scher. Scher shot goes up. Scher shot is off the mark. Darnell will collect the rebound, and now with that, a fresh 35 on the shot clock for the Bearcats. That one's going to be airballed out by Ava Reed, a turnover for Scottsbluff. I believe that the Bulldogs now have committed to doubling Paige Horn on the baseline feed. That's where she's primarily gotten most of her points. Bearcats will pivot around the perimeter with some passes and then throw it down low. As I hold that thought, Macy freezes 3 is off the mark, and Paige Horn collects her 6th rebound. But the Bearcats will pivot around the perimeter, and if they can't find an open shot from Marley Laucomer, they'll give it to Horn down low, where she will then get a nice bucket. As that's stolen away by Macy Freeze to Blakely. Oh, it's off the mark, and it's going to be run into between Avery Zern and Macy Freeze. As here come the Bearcats the other way with it. Blakely just overpowering that that shot. As Paige Horn will miss that one as Clancy Brown collects her 10th rebound. Brown into the lane, going coast to coast, no good, and they're going to call a block. Down low, I believe, on Ava Reed. It is on Ava Reed, her 3rd. So with that, Clancy Brown goes to the free throw line. She's on the verge of a double-double right now. Needs one of her free throws to go, and she'll have 10 points and 10 rebounds in today's contest. As it's Abby Kamensky and Kiki Williams checking in for North Platte as she misses that one, Clancy Brown does. North Platte really has left a lot of points on the floor today with these free throws. So far, have only made 3 of them. Absolutely crazy. Well, I'll make that 4. And now that's a double-double for Clancy Brown, and just like that, we're tied 36-36. Laucomer up the court with it on the near side wing. Will pass it back to Horn, and now Reed. Reed gets to the free throw line. Back out to Laucomer. She'll fire up a shot inside the perimeter. No good. Rebound by Paige Horn. It goes in following the foul from Avery Zern. She's just as confused. Head coach Tyson Hammond is just as confused. As Paige Horn collects her 23rd point. And now it's 38-36. With 5:17 left to go, the second foul for Zern. First team foul today, as that one's going to be made. Paige Horn, 24 points. And now a timeout called by Scottsbluff as they lead by 3, 39-36. With that, we'll step aside and we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have more here from the Doghouse, FM 98.1, AM 1410, of course, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Computer Services in North Platte is your one-stop computer shop, offering PC and Mac repair, in-shop, on-site, or remote services available for your home or business. They also offer PC sales and service of major brands like Lenovo and Dell, new and refurbished units in stock, and even custom-built PCs. Prices for every budget starting at less than $300. CT Computer Services at Phillip and Willow in North Platte, or call 534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School currently trailing Scottsbluff and the Bearcats 39-36 with 5:17 left to go. Again, our timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group in his location, 621 South Dewey, Sweet Pea. Alongside Dave's Place, Pizza and Wings. To find out more, 1510 East 4th Street for all their wings and specialty options, as Kiki Williams fires up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Clancy Brown. Brown shot goes up, no good. There, Paige Horn with the defense, and the other way with it comes Scottsbluff, leading by 3, 39-36. Marley Laucomer with it. Ava Reed now with it on the near perimeter. Down low it goes to Horn. Horn, double team shot, will not go in, is on the floor with it, picked up by Clancy Brown. Brown, a 3-on-2 for North Platte. Steps back, short again on her shot. That's rebounded by Bella Schur. Yet again, another shot that has really been the bread and butter. Oh, it's going to be off of Paige Horn, but the shot that normally falls in for Clancy Brown, not reeling in today, as she's really struggled from the floor shooting-wise, but does have 10 points for the Bulldogs. It's still 39-36 with 4:33 left to go here in today's contest. Up the court with it comes Abby Kamensky. Kamensky with it now. Pass it to Macy Freeze. Freeze into the lane she goes. Stops, kicks out to Kamensky. Back to Freeze. 20 on the shot clock. The kick to Kamensky. She goes baseline. Kamensky to Kiki Williams. She'll fire away. Oh, she overshoots it, and it's rebounded by Marley Laucomer, her second. And here comes Scottsbluff the other way with it. Still leading by 3, 39-36. But Kiki Williams going to steal it and go the other way with it. Kiki Williams. Beautiful steal by Kiki Williams. She has 10 points after missing the shot on the first offensive possession. She then steals it in the open court, takes it all the way, and now we're just down to a 1-point lead in favor of the Bearcats. 39-38 with 3:58 left to go. North Platte takes a timeout to get things set up defensively, as it is coming down to the wire here. The Bulldogs have done a much better job in the closing stretches of being able to stop Paige Horn from really finding an opening offensively. She still has 24 total points. But it's going to be on the hands of North Platte to make sure that they do not foul Horn when she goes up for the shot. She has made many today from inside around 5 feet and has been fouled on many occasions doing it. So Bulldogs need to stay home on their defense and make sure they don't foul. As checking in now comes Ellie Blakely, as Macy Freeze will step out and take a breather. Laucomer, now Allie Darnell, and here comes Ava Reed. Reed passes it to Horn. Horn pivots, looks for some help, and passes it back to Ava Reed. There was Abby Kamensky there defensively to stop her. The dish to the far side, Laucomer. She waits to find some openings and is going to find Bella Schur. Schur to Reed, guarded this time by Kiki Williams. Now to Laucomer. At the right elbow with it, Alec Darnell. Down low it goes to Horn. Horn's shot goes up, and it's in as it's Clancy Brown looking to see if they can get an offensive charge on Paige Horn, but nothing doing it there as Horn saves it after trying to get a steal. Oh my gosh, this is going to be last touch by Abby Kamensky. That's a turnover for North Platte High School. 41-38 here, the lead for Scottsbluff with 3:19 left to go in the ballgame. Ava Reed with it. She'll get across the half-court line and set things up. Laucomer at the logo will take a chill pill and let things space out for Scottsbluff. Macy Freeze now looking to check in for the Bulldogs. Sure. Thought about the pass, but dishes it to Ava Reed instead at the top of the three-point line. Now to Horn. Back to Laucomer. Reed now with it. With 12 on the shot clock, needs some help. Laucomer sets up for 3. Uh-oh. That's going to take a big high arcing bounce and picked up by Clancy Brown. Oh, we're going to call it jump ball. But that will go the way of North Platte as Macy Freeze checks in for Abby Kamensky. With 2:50 left to go, it's a 41-38 lead for North Platte. As Brown will get the inbounds to Blakely. Blakely now with it up the court, gets to the half-court line, and will set things up in the half-court for North Platte. 2:42 left to go in the game. Macy Freeze around the perimeter to Blakely. Blakely drives from the right elbow. Her shot's off the mark. Great rebound by Clancy Brown, and a foul will be called. That's going to be on Bella Schur. Her first, and with that, Clancy Brown out of the free throw line. 1 for 2 today, Clancy Brown is, for 10 points and 11 rebounds. Oh, my good heavens, that one takes some bad bounces out of the basket. So now, once again, Brown fires. She'll nail that one, money. She's 2 for 4 for 11 points, and now it's only a 2-point lead for the Bearcats. 2:30 left to go in the ballgame. Reed gets it to Laucomer. Laucomer across the half-court line to pass up to Allie Darnell. Now, at the free throw line was Schur. She's able to dish it to Darnell, and with 20 seconds, back to Ava Reed. Reed waiting to get to the free throw line to Schur. Schur finds Horn. Horn lost the basketball. She picks it up. Now Laucomer explodes in the lane. Back to Ava Reed with 9 seconds. Reed dishes to Darnell. Laucomer with it to Darnell. Now Reed fires a corner three. Overshoots it and rebounded by Clancy Brown. Great defense from the Bulldogs, and Brown with a turnover as she travels, trying to pass the ball up to Macy Freeze. Unbelievable stuff as Clancy Brown in the open court makes a mistake, and the Bearcats take over after a brilliant defensive stop from North Platte. A clumsy turnover now puts them on the defensive side again. Ava Reed with it. On the near side wing, back to Schur. Schur at the free throw line to Darnell. Cross court to Laucomer. Laucomer didn't shoot the three, but passes it back to Bella Schur. Now to Horn. Horn from 16. Oh my gosh, she makes another one. That's now 28 points for Paige Horn. She is just unstoppable right now. It's 39-43, 4-point lead for the Bearcats as Macy Freeze now gets it. With 1:20 left to go, Freeze into the lane, picks her dribble up, throws it over the head, and it's though picked up by Avery Zern. Zern driving, Zern going into the basket. Her shot goes up, no good, and it's going to be out of bounds, last touched by Avery Zern. Not a good offensive look there for North Platte. As Avery Zern takes it into the bucket, we're heavily contested as a timeout now going to be called by North Platte High School with 1:10 left. We'll step aside as well, and we'll take a break. When we come back, we will have more from the Doghouse right here, FM 98.1, and 1410, and of course, video live, streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Kids off. I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Hoop season is here, and don't forget about those wrestlers. But where do we go to catch all the action?
North Platte Post Sports.
Going back here to the Doghouse, North Platte High School trailing the Bearcats of Scottsbluff 43-39. Bulldogs need a good stop and a quick bucket here to get things back rolling in this game. Again, our timeout's brought to you in part by Kevin McGann of the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann of the Fortify Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As that ball will not go anywhere, as a timeout's going to be called by the side of the Bearcats after they got caught in some trouble on the far sideline. Great defense from North Platte to get that stop, but Bearcats still were able to call it timeout, and we're at 1:02 left to go in this fourth quarter. Things coming down to the wire here between these two teams. North Platte needing to find a big stop here and a big bucket on the other end to at least have a semblance of potentially coming back. They trail by 4, 43-39. 1:02 left to go. 28 points for Paige Horn on the Bearcats side. That's really where the trouble has been all night for North Platte. They have been unable to stop Paige Horn when she has touched the basketball. North Platte does have some good scoring, contributing from Kiki Williams' 10 points and Clancy Brown's 11 points. So now here come the Bearcats with an inbounds. The pass in, they're going to get it to Ava Reed, and now with 1 minute left to go, here come the Bearcats. Far side, Paige Horn has it, 23 on the shot clock. Ellie Blakely now guarding Reed. Oh, she'll get the reach in there. Ellie Blakely does, trying to get the steal, but Blakely will get her first foul called on her. Now there'll be a inbounds on the near side with Allie Darnell. Darnell waiting, and will get the ball in to create the inbounds for the Bearcats. The throw out picked up by Paige Horn. Horn on the far side will get ran into by Macy Freeze. And then that's the third team foul for North Platte, and the second for Macy Freeze. Now yet again another inbounds for the Bearcats. 48.3 seconds left to go. Darnell with the inbounds, looking for anything. Tipped, almost, and it's stolen away by Macy Freeze. She can't keep it in bounds, and Bearcats take over as, here we go. The throw up to Schur. Back to Reed, and then Avery Zern having to commit a foul. That's the third foul for Zern, so Macy Freeze almost got the steal, but unfortunately couldn't stay in bounds with the basketball and had to toss it. And it was picked up by Marley Laucomer as Ellie Blakely checks out. Comes in inbound once again from Allie Darnell. For the Bearcats, 43-39. Throwing it all the way up, and it's Laucomer. He's going to pick the basketball up. It's almost going to be stolen away. It's on the floor, and they're not going to call it travel. They're going to call a jump ball. Oh, they're going to call it timeout. I don't think she had possession of the basketball, but she's still going to get the timeout to go her way. The Bearcats do, and Hattie Burford, I don't think Laucomer had possession of the basketball when that timeout was called. Officials say otherwise, and with that, Bearcats will take over once again with an inbounds here on the near side. Bulldogs still have one more foul to give, and I wouldn't be shocked if they'll give it right here if they can't get a defensive stop or at least a steal. They've been oh so close to picking off one of these passes. Just unfortunately it hasn't fallen their way, and with that, North Platte out of this timeout. We'll see what they can do. They've been, again, oh so close in finding a stop. All right, so it's 43-39 with 32 seconds left to go here in this fourth quarter. So an inbounds from Allie Darnell once again for Scottsbluff. Try not to let anybody get the inbounds. Still running out of time. Darnell running out, throwing it, and it's going to be picked up on the side of Scottsbluff as we're fighting for the basketball, and now a foul is going to be called as it was Ella Schur who was fighting for it with Macy Freeze as Freeze will get dinged for her third foul, and finally to the free throw line goes Ella Schur. 43-39 with 28 seconds left to go. Schur so far today just has 1 point, and she makes a crucial second point with that free throw. Now she's got 2, but now it's 44-39 as Ellie Blakely will check in for Abby Kamensky. 44-39, 28 seconds left. Schur with a big deep breath and ready to rock and roll for her second free throw. Misses that one. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Ooh, I was going to say Avery Zern, I think, got her hand on it, but a little luck that'll fall the way of North Platte as here comes the inbounds. 28 seconds. Bulldogs trail 44-39. Need a big bucket here. Now Macy Freeze has it. Freeze kicks to Clancy Brown. She'll fire a deep three. Clancy Brown in the clutch! Hits a monster three! Her second today! My good heavens! And now it's only a 2-point lead for Scottsbluff. 44-42 with a quick timeout called by the Bulldogs. Oh my, good heavens. You talked about all day how Clancy Brown hasn't had the best of shooting nights today. A lot of her shots have ended up short of the bucket. That time got the space she was looking for and made the Bearcats pay as she picks up her 14th point. Her second three today. Actually, correction, that's her first three today. No, that was her second three. I'm sorry. I did some bad math. You know, I failed math a couple of times, so I'm sorry. But that's her second three, and it couldn't have come at a bigger time as with 17 seconds, the Bulldogs trail by 2. They don't have any fouls to give as Scottsbluff is in the bonus. But so far this season, the Bulldogs have done a fantastic job of forcing inbounds violations as well as half-court violations on opposing teams. This is exactly the spot where that will love to show up right here, as it's going to be inbounds for Allie Darnell. So all of Scottsbluff is on the baseline. Horn running in. Darnell looking, running out of time. Really running out of time. The throw in the open court. Oh my gosh, can be picked up by Marley Laucomer. Just at the last second, Laucomer gets open. as Macy Freeze commits her 4th foul. And now it's Laucomer going to the free throw line for some huge free throws. She goes 1 for 2. The Bulldogs could tie with a 3. She goes 2 for 2. The game's over. She'll nail the first one. Laucomer with 11 points and a timeout called by head coach Tyson Hammond. It's 45-42 the lead for the Bearcats here. Unbelievable, as just barely Allie Darnell was able to find an inbounder at the very last second, threw it into the open court where Marley Laucomer found it, was able to pull it down. And with that, she's at the free throw line now, essentially looking to ice this ball game. 45-42 with 14.9 seconds left to go. Bulldogs have 5 fouls, 3 fouls on the side of the Bearcats. Again, our timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann in the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann in the Fortifying Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. So here we go. Marley Laucomer nailed her first free throw. Now she's going to the line for her second. 14.9 seconds left to go. Bulldogs will at least need a bucket to make this close if they are able to get this rebound or at least inbounds in. So here comes Laucomer to the charity stripe for her second attempt to put the Bearcats up 4. She nails it. Money. She's got 12 points. Just like that, it's 46-42. Blakely up the court with it now with 10 seconds left to go. Clancy Brown fires another 3. That one's off the mark, and it's rebound there on the side of the Bearcats. And Ava Reed, and that will essentially ice this ball game in favor of Scottsbluff. Brown just almost was able to get that to fall once again a little short, and Ava Reed goes to the free throw line with 5.4 seconds, and Scottsbluff will escape the doghouse here today with a victory. After yet again a hard-fought battle between both these two teams. 46-42 as Reed misses her first free throw. As Reed will now get set, take a deep breath, spin the ball, and fire her second. She'll make that one, and it's 47-42. Here comes Clancy Brown up with 4 seconds behind the back move. Brown stops and pops. Short, and with that time will expire. And the Bearcats pick up yet again another victory here over North Platte High School, 47-42. It was a hard battle between either side, but in the end, it was the Bearcats that came away with the victory here. North Platte, as I talked about at the halftime show, had some opportunities early on to kind of pull away to begin this ball game, but unfortunately, the ball just would not fall into the basket. I mean, we were talking oh so close where the basket just was not going, or the ball was just not falling into the basket. And really that first 4 possessions for the Bulldogs was the difference maker in today's game. As if I think if those shots were able to fall, North Platte would probably be sitting in a better position here today in this ball game. And maybe you come away with the victory, but again, you can't come away with a victory if you unfortunately cannot stop the opposing team. And it was Paige Horn coming away with 28 total points for Scottsbluff here in today's game. Unbelievable performance from Paige Horn as she led the way for Scottsbluff and led them towards this 47-42 victory. Well, that'll do it here for, of course, the regulation game. And with that, we're going to step aside and we're going to take a break for a quick stop post-game show. We come back here, FN 98.1, AM 1410, of course, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
At Gothenburg Health, your care is our priority. Our compassionate team is here for you, ready to meet your needs throughout your entire medical journey. Our local providers and over 20 specialists will provide exceptional care right here in our own community. From your first phone call, We are committed to integrating wellness and modern medicine to treat you as a whole person. We exist to be healthcare leaders. Gothenburg Health, it's who we are. Visit gothenburghealth.org today.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Kylie is a Runza burger lover.
Especially if it's smothered with sauteed onions and French onion dip and topped with Swiss cheese.
Ah, sounds like you just had the French onion burger at Runza.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Are you crying?
Yeah, it's the onions. Wait, are you crying?
Yeah, because I love the French onion burger. Come get yours today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
When the power goes out in a storm, the last thing you want to learn is that it could take days to get it restored. So here's something to learn before the next storm. Kohler generators fire up automatically within 10 seconds of a power outage, so your house will stay warm and the lights will stay on. When it comes to reliability, nothing beats a Kohler generator, even in the storm of the century. Get the facts and find your generator with D12 Industries in North Platte.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the Dino Pay app. Dino Pay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair Dino Pay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank. Member FDIC.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
Well, back here to the Doghouse, where North Platte High School unfortunately falls in this one, 47-42 to Scottsbluff, and the Bearcats. Bulldogs fall to 8-8 on the year. Bearcats now improved to 13-9 overall. I mean, for North Platte, it's unfortunate, I think that's how I'll describe this game, because I thought it was another good performance holistically from a team perspective. I think, yes, there was some issues in terms of Bulldogs struggling to adjust to stop Paige Horn, who had a game-high 28 total points. But I thought offensively they looked really good in terms of finding opening spacing. They just unfortunately had the struggles of not being able to find any shots to fall. I think that was the huge problem for the Bulldogs here in today's game. Is just, I love what I saw visually, concept-wise, from the Bulldogs on the court. The shots just didn't fall in. You know, that sometimes happens here in high school basketball. Sometimes the shot will just not rattle home, or it just won't fall, though. There's head coach Jeff Thurman down there for the North Platte Community College women's basketball team, and I think overall that is just how things went the way for the Bulldogs. They fall in this one. 47-42 is making his way on up here. Head coach for girls basketball team. It's Head coach Tyson Hammond here is now joining me. And Coach, I talked about it during just the beginning here of this opening Quick Stop post-game show that, I thought holistically I love the concepts I was seeing offensively and the looks the girls were getting. It's just one of those nights where the shots just, the basketball guys just said today the shots weren't going to fall in, and I thought you were probably happy with how the game started in terms of the offense look-wise. Just we're hoping to maybe come away with a couple more points.
Yeah, I thought we played as a whole very well. I thought offensively we were aggressive, we were attacking, we were finding good shots, we were getting to the foul line. We just didn't make enough of them. It wasn't for lack of, effort, lack of desire, lack of aggressiveness. I thought we played very, very well offensively. Just came up a few points short, needed a few more buckets.
Yeah, you did. And of course, we talked about how the first couple looks didn't fall through, but overall, free throws, as you said, were the big easy money makers in all of basketball. And it's not. I thought overall as a team this season, you're a very good free throw shooting team. Just tonight, some of the free throw shooters that have been very reliable, just unfortunately couldn't find a good rhythm from the free throw line today.
Yeah, that's, again, I thought we were really aggressive getting ourselves to the line, but then you got to make free throws, and, we didn't shoot them well enough today. Last week against Hastings, I think we were 12 for 12 from the free throw line, and, then today we just didn't shoot it as well, obviously. So those points, whether the free throw line, whether it's a mid-range jump shot, a three-point shot, you got to make them from somewhere, and we just didn't make enough of them.
And again, the weird lengths, start and stop of the season continue on. A whole week off, essentially, coming into this game, which I think is a good thing, as the next 2 weeks are essentially a absolute cluster of games that will wear and tear the team down. So a part of me is happy that you were able to at least get a week's rest. But at the same time, and probably for you, you're not too happy because, once again, it just has thrown the rhythm off of this team after back-to-back games, or a couple of games where you had some normal separation between them.
Yeah, it's just been an awkward rhythm, all of this second half of the season, but hopefully this stretch right here, we play again tomorrow, and we play at home Monday, and we play at home Thursday, and then we go to Omaha Saturday, and then we get to districts, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday the following week. So we got a lot of games coming right here, and I know the girls are excited about that. Practice this time of year gets kind of rough anyway, and the excitement comes from getting the games. So, obviously we wouldn't mind having, another day in there maybe where we had a little prep time, but, playing's the fun part for the kids, and, coaches will keep finding ways to get to the film, and we'll get them prepared, and we'll come out and we'll keep playing hard.
And of course, every coach has a different philosophy of what they want. Some coaches want that kind of slower half towards district play where they can have time to evaluate the film and see what they can work on. While other teams would want this type maybe of stretch where you have a lot more games, because not only does it keep the team in rhythm and in game shape, but at least will keep them honest when they get into district time, that they're not maybe a little too well rested and a little too off of their rhythm where they got to start waking up and getting back into it.
Yeah, I think for most of us as coaches, it mostly has a lot to do with health. Mm-hmm. If you're healthy and you're feeling good, you want to play games and you want to keep that rhythm. If you're a little banged up and, kind of have some aches and pains, a little off time's not always bad either, I've been doing this for a long time now, and, we've had some years where not having games right now was a lifesaver because we had some injuries and it gave us a chance to heal up a little bit before districts. And we've had other years where we wanted to play games because we felt like we were kind of getting a good rhythm and a good roll going, and we would rather keep playing. So, there's no perfect way to plan for it. It's such a long season, and it's always a marathon. So, when you get here, you're going to take what you've got, and that's what you're going to have to roll with. So, we're going to take it as a good thing that we have games, and we're going to try to, kind of keep a rhythm going, and hopefully we can build off of today. I thought we played very well today throughout the game. I thought, offensively we created good shots. Defensively, we really bothered them. 14's a heck of a good player for them, and she got too many buckets.
Yep, had 28 points for Paige Horn. Now, before we jump in to talk about tomorrow's game against Gehring, give us a quick little update on how Josie Douglas is doing. Of course, we talked about a couple of weeks ago. She said she might be maybe ready towards the start of the district tournament. How is that recovery trending so far for her.
Yeah, I don't think we're probably going to get her back. I think right about the time we get to districts is going to be about the time maybe she gets cleared, but, not playing, since early January here. I just don't think it's going to be soon enough. So, Josie's a great kid, and thank goodness for us, she's only a freshman, so that gives us a chance, to have some more opportunities for her to play. But I just don't think it's probably going to work out timeline-wise.
Well, as you said, of course, you thought this was holistically a very, very good game, and I think one of the most pulled games you guys have had all season. But you'll be right back into action tomorrow as you'll be taking on Gering once again at home. We already saw Gering earlier this season and came away with that 1-point victory to pick up that third place overall in that tournament you had just a couple of weeks ago. Take me through this Gering squad and what are maybe the things you've learned from that last contest to come away with yet again another victory.
Yeah, Gering's going to play hard. Number 15, Hraski's a good shooter for them, and when she scores, they're a pretty good team. And number 10, Todd, is a good player as well, and she's athletic and she plays with a lot of energy. They've been in a lot of close games this year. They play hard. They can struggle to score a little bit at times, and that's kind of been, their bugaboo a little bit is just putting the ball in the hoop. But everybody this time of year is playing hard and has a pretty good idea of what they're trying to do. So a lot of close games end up being played when you get to February here. So we know they're going to play hard. It's a quick turnaround, too. We turn around and play at noon tomorrow, which is not my favorite thing in the whole world to have after tonight, but that's what we've got. So, we'll turn around tomorrow, and we're going to have to play well. We can't let our aggressiveness and our enthusiasm to play drop any, because Gering's good enough. If they play well, they can beat about anybody that they're going to play this year. So we got to play well.
You talked about the aggressiveness, but one other thing you have circled down the team needs to execute tomorrow to pick up a victory to get back above. You're at 500 right now, but get back to above that 500 mark.
We just got to play with the intensity and the aggressiveness it requires this time of year. There's no secrets right now. Everybody's got film. Everybody knows what everybody's doing, offensively, defensively, whatever it might be. Right now it's mostly going to be about, our energy and our effort in kind of an early game. And do we continue to do the things that we're doing well? If we do that, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. But if, like anybody right now, if you don't have the right mindset when you come out, the game's hard. So we got to try to make sure that we're ready for that early start, and we have a good mindset, and we're ready to attack them.
As you said, Bulldogs taking on Gering tomorrow at noon, a very early game right here from the Doghouse. Well, Coach, thank you so much once again for stopping on by here to Quick Stop Postgame Show. We will see you next week when you guys probably take on Grand Island Northwest.
Thank you.
That was head coach there, Tyson Hammond, for North Platte High School and the girls basketball team as they fell in this one 47-42 to the Bearcats. Again, they just come up a bit short, and you can circle those free throws that they missed as well as those early buckets that they had a great look on as maybe the key contributors towards that. But I thought overall, probably the best game of the year for North Platte High School holistically, didn't foul a lot, looks really clean defensively, and looked active on the offensive side. Just, once again, the shots just unfortunately didn't fall in their favor. Well, we're going to step aside and take a break. When we come back, it'll be boys basketball action right here on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, video live streaming on our website, NorthPlattePost.com.
In need of medical equipment to improve your quality of life? Look no further than Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment. Their state-of-the-art and affordable medical products are specifically designed to return your independence. From manual and power wheelchairs, mobility scooters, and lift chairs to walking aids, ramps, hospital beds, and bath safety products. They have everything you need to make your home a comfortable and safe place to live. They can even provide CPAP and BiPAP equipment and supplies, as well as oxygen equipment and supplies. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today.
Start your day with gourmet coffee with Quick Stop's 100% Arabica House Blend and Quick Stop's Seattle Buzz Coffees. Quick Stop Rewards offering exclusive discounts and fuel rollbacks. Savings up to 15 cents per gallon with Sinclair Dino Pay using your debit or credit card. Quick Stop can refresh with Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and for real shakes and smoothies. Or customize your favorite fountain drink with flavor shots and everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
North Platte Public Schools kindergarten and Bull Pup preschool enrollment are now open for next fall. Go to nppsd.org to complete the online application, or we would be happy to assist you at the Welcome Center at 301 West F Street in North Platte, and are open from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., or you can complete the application online. Enroll now to allow your student to come grow with us at North Platte Public Schools.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the Dino Pay app. Dino Pay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair Dino Pay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Sandhills State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhills State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open, or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank, member FDIC.
North Platte Public Schools kindergarten and Bull Pup preschool enrollment are now open for next fall. Go to nppsd.org to complete the online application, or we would be happy to assist you at the Welcome Center at 301 West F Street in North Platte, and are open from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., or you can complete the application online. Enroll now to allow your student to come grow with us at North Platte Public Schools.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
It's time for North Platte Post Sports on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live stream at northplattepost.com. Today's game brought to you by Sandhills State Bank, Premier Toyota, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings, CT Computer Services. Today's game also brought to you in part by Shelter Insurance, Great Plains Sports and Therapy, Great Plains Home Care Equipment, Larry's Glass, Bill Summers Ford, the D&N Event Center, Larry's RV, Double Dips, the Fortify Group, CIO Wealth Strategies, Puro Clean, and North Platte Public Schools. Here's Paxton Gordon.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School boys basketball is just right around the corner here on the Quick Stop pregame show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner. Bulldogs coming after let me take a look here. I'm going to pull up their schedule. I believe they picked up a good victory against Hastings last time we saw each other a whole week ago. It was a 58-53 victory for the Bulldogs to get them to 5-9 on the year. They're still 1-3 in district play compared to Scottsbluff, who is 15-5, 1-0 in their district competition. So, a good news, and this is very good. One, Caden Joseph's back today. Of course, as we knew last time out against Hastings, got the sickness bug in him. Unfortunately, in that game against Hastings, And, I thought holistically as a team, and this is a compliment, not as like a diss to Kane Joseph's talent, but it felt like the team, he was still there. Felt like the team still had him there. And I think it just pulls up to the fact of how great the team as a whole stepped up to fill the hole of the general on the floor, who is, Kane Joseph playing the point guard. He is the general out there to direct the traffic. So with him there, now here, I expect things to essentially continue on where they left off against Hastings if he did play that game. But Bulldogs got themselves a tough task as they are once again taking on this Scottsbluff squad. They faced Scottsbluff again earlier this season in the Western Nebraska tournament. I believe they did. Actually, they did not. So a little lucky for them. This is their first time that these two teams will be playing this season. And again, 15-5 for Scottsbluff. Very athletic, very, very good from perimeter shooting. So the Bulldogs will have to stay honest if they want to get the victory here today. We're going to step aside and we're going to take a quick break. When we, of course, come back, we will have our starting lineups right here at FM 98.1 and 1410. Of course, be live streaming on NorthPlatte.com.
Chuck is a Runza French fry superfan.
Can't get enough of them.
Is it the crinkly goodness?
Kinda.
Is it the way the crinkles on the fry expertly hold the Runza ranch?
Yeah.
Is it the fact that Runza Kringle fries look like tiny accordions?
Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It makes me so happy.
You're not wrong, Chuck. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Are you or a loved one in need of medical equipment to improve your quality of life? Look no further than Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment. Their state-of-the-art and affordable medical products are specifically designed to return your independence. From manual and power wheelchairs, mobility scooters, and lift chairs to walking aids, ramps, hospital beds, and bath safety products. They have everything you need to make your home a comfortable and safe place to live. They can even provide CPAP and BiPAP equipment and supplies, as well as oxygen equipment and supplies. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today.
Hey, looking to start a new career? Larry's Glass in North Platte may just have the position for you as they have an opening for a glazer. What does this glass glazer do? Installs glass in commercial and residential areas, and you'll be installing windows, doors, showers, mirrors, and so much more dealing with glass. If you've been or had carpenter experience in the past, this position may be just the fit for you. And even if you haven't and you have a certain skill set, Larry's Glass will train. Stop into Larry's Glass on West 5th Street today to apply.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
See me, Pete Volts, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Buying a car? It's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse, where North Platte High School will be taking on Scottsbluff. And the Bearcats here today in boys basketball action. Of course, you can listen to us live, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com. It is time for our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup. Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District in North Platte offers 24 plus different flavors. Hand-dipped ice cream served in a variety of waste. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones and bowls alongside homemade fudge and freshly baked desserts. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones and bowls alongside homemade fudge, freshly baked desserts. Plus, hey, we're getting close to springtime, so you know what that means. Outdoor trailer events are ready to rock and roll once again. Well, we'll start on the side of Scottsbluff and the Bearcats here in today's competition. Riley Meininger, the 5'11 sophomore, gets to start alongside Nate Kelly, the 6-foot-tall sophomore for the Bearcats. Carter Reesig, the 6'3 senior, gets to start alongside Landon Amundsen, the 6-foot-tall senior. And then Max Howell, the 6'2 senior, will get the start today for the side of Scottsbluff and the Bearcats. Both sides pretty well evenly matched up in terms of height here tonight compared to normally where the Bulldogs always are the team that gets out-heighted. It's going to be, once again, Jackson Polk is always getting the start. The senior averaging 3.8 points per game. He'll get the start alongside, as always, Lance Gifford, the senior, averaging 15.4 points per game. Caden Jonason, the junior, back from his one-game absence, gets to start, 10.5 points per game. How about Jesse Mock coming into today's game? Almost broke the record last time out for the Bulldogs for threes made in a game. Of course, River Johnston made that last year with 9 threes. I believe Jesse Mock had 7 threes last time out for North Platte High School. And then getting the start today is Eli Broman. That last position is always a flip-flop between either Eli Broman or Landon O'Brien. So today it's going to be Eli Broman that'll be getting the start for North Platte High School on the starting side today, as we're ready to get things rocking and rolling between these two teams. North Platte High School 5-9 on the year, looking to find some momentum towards the end of this season as they're inching closer and closer, as always, to conference tournament play. And then, of course, for the side of Scottsbluff, continue on this already strong season they've had. Again, they're 15-5. The Bearcats of Scottsbluff are. North Platte High School currently 5-9, as that's going to be jumped and won by the side of Scottsbluff. The other way, here comes Meininger with it. I'm going to pass to the near side with it. Here comes Amundsen. He'll stop, pick his dribble up, and try to pass it to the far side to Nate Kelly, but Kelly was driving into the lane. And unfortunately for Amundsen, he was not where he wanted him to be, and that's a turnover early on here for Scottsbluff. So here comes the man himself, Caden Jonason, with it. He'll pass it to Lance Gifford. Gifford drives, hop steps. Oh, great delay on the attack. Hay gets the bucket to fall. Great patience from Lance Gifford as he hop steps into the lane, pumps once to get 2 defenders jumping. He'll go up for the bucket. He'll get it, and then also draw the foul. And with that, to the free throw line goes Lance Gifford, as it's Riley Meininger who'll pick up his first foul today and the first team foul for Scottsbluff. He'll nail that free throw. 1 for 1 for Lance Gifford. Of course, last time out, Gifford had a good performance against Hastings, but it did come primarily in the second half. So look for Gifford to be more aggressive to start off this game to make his presence known. Pivot around. Great block, though, by Jesse Mock on the back end. Oh, wow! Mock looked like he got it all clean on my end, but they'll say he hit the hand of Carter Reesig, and with that, Jesse Mock picks up his first foul early on here, and Carter Rising now goes to the free throw line today, and he'll nail the first one. He's got 1 point. Of course, you can make the argument, was that all ball, or did Mockster get his hand on somebody else's? As that next free throw from Rising is in there. He's got 2 points, and we're tied up quickly, 2-2. Here comes Lance Gifford up the court. He's guarded by Nate Kelly. He'll cross the half-court line. The offense now sets up for North Platte with 27 on the shot clock. Gifford will pass it now to Jonason. Jonason now to Jesse Mock. Guarded by Amundsen. Back to Jackson Polk. Some good movement early on by North Platte High School as they try to find some separation offensively. 12 seconds left to go here in the shot clock. 10 seconds. Mock into the lane. The kick out. How about Eli Broman's three? It's money! Eli Broman getting the start here today, and his first bucket is a big three, and it's now 6-2 favor of North Platte High School, the start you like to see from the Bulldogs here today, specifically after a team that has struggled sometimes offensively, off to a hot one, up 4. Down low, they're going to go with it. Reising with it. Reising now looking, pivoting around, has nobody, finds it in Amundsen. Amundsen on the baseline. He will get called for the travel. Great suffocating defense from the Bulldogs early on here to force a turnover. And with this 6-2 lead with 6:15 left to go, this first quarter off to a really, really good start. Probably the best start they've had this season to a basketball game. As Jack Polk into the lane, into a double team, floats it. Oh, and that one just takes a bad bounce out of the rim. Carter Reising will pick it up and go the other way with it. Comes Meininger. Meininger gets a screen from Reising and now will pivot around the perimeter. Step back, pick his dribble up, look to pass it, and he will to Amundsen. And now Reising cutting. He lost the basketball and it's picked up by Lance Gifford. And here comes North Platte on the fast break. Gifford driving into the lane, kicks it back. Uh-oh, another three from Broman. Oh, he's money! Eli Broman's got 6 points, another three. It's 9-2. It's exactly what you like to see. Of course, Eli Broman, this season, a quiet scorer. Doesn't really put too much points up. As I say that, Meininger's three here in the near side corner can't fall in as it's Jesse Mock collecting it. But how about Eli Broman getting the start here today, making his money happen, getting to another one. He'll drive into the lane, and a foul's going to be called. Believe that one might be on Riley Meininger again. Nope, they'll call that on Max Howell, his first, and some substitutions already. Caleb Swisher checks in alongside Keon Delgado as out goes Howell as well as Amundsen for Scottsbluff. A 9-2 lead for North Platte High School early on in this ballgame. Gifford throwing it all the way out to one Jackson Polkin. Here comes the offense to set up North Platte High School. 9-2 lead with under 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Joni has it now at the logo. Jonathan passes it to Broman on the far side. Hand it back off. Now Gifford, top of the three-point line. Drives it on Nate Kelly. Great first step from one Lance Gifford, but can't get his shot to fall as Carter Reising will pick up the rebound, and here comes Nate Kelly the other way. Kelly looking to go coast to coast. Meininger's three on the way. He hits it. Riley Meininger's got his first 3 points. Now it's 9-5 the lead for North Platte. Jonasson explodes into the lane. He gets the bucket and the foul with a quick flex. First foul on Keon Delgado is Caden Jonasson exploding into the lane, getting his first 2 points while also drawing a foul. And now he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Oh, it takes a bad in and out as Jonasson misses his first free throw tonight as up comes Meininger for the Bearcats with 4:20 left to go. It's 11-5 lead. Meininger will look to pass to Nate Kelly and does so, top of the three-point line. 20 on the shot clock. Kelly into the lane. His floater will rattle in. Nate Kelly picks up his first 2 points today. It's 11-7 now the lead for North Platte High School. Jesse Mock has it, drives in on Meininger, hop steps, pivots around, kicks it back to Broman. Now Jonasson, he'll fire for three. That one takes a bad bounce right into the hands of Jesse Mock, and then stolen away by Carter Reising, and here comes the Bearcats. Jonasson fell as that three from Nate Kelly lands. They're going to say it was a 2 from Nate Kelly. Quick pull-up, and now it's 11-9 as Gifford's going to lose the basketball, and it's going to be picked up on the other side by Caleb Swisher. Now into the open floor, Jesse Mock once again will almost get the block, and he'll draw yet again another foul, his second. So that means Landon O'Brien will have to check in with 3:27 left to go. Mock collects his quick second, and the second team foul for North Platte High School is it's Keon Delgado now at the free throw line with 3:27 left to go. Delgado will nail his first. Now it's only a 1 point lead for North Platte High School as out goes Jesse Mock. And here comes Delgado once again. And he'll nail another one. Delgado's got 2 points perfect on that trip, and just like that, what once was a nice 6 point lead for North Platte High School is now evaporated into a tie ball game. Broman with it, guarded by Rising. Pass to the far side to Polk. Now, Landon O'Brien will have it as he's checked in. Spinning, O'Brien, pivoting, looking for some help, is able to find Eli Broman. Now the offense resets. 15 on the shot clock. Oh, trying to go back door with it. 2-1 Landon O'Brien was Eli Broman, but picked off by by Keon Delgado. And then on the other side, it's Nate Kelly picking up his 6th point. For the first time today, Scottsbluff retakes the lead, 13-11. A quick offensive swing in favor of the Bearcats. Broman kicks it now to Lance Gifford here on the far side wing. Gifford hesitates, spins into the lane, looking for some help, and throws it back to Jonason with 15 on the shot clock. Jonason, great hesitation move. Oh, beauty from Caden Jonason. Quickly explodes into the lane. Gets his 4th point, explodes into the lane, and then hesitates just slightly to get the defense off balance, and he'll nail the bucket, 13-13. And that bucket's going to not fall, and great rebound from Landon O'Brien as the other way with it come the Bulldogs. Scottsbluff doing a great job of triple teaming into the paint area and collapsing on anybody driving, so Bulldogs haven't really been able to find their rhythm down low as Jonason now with it. He'll drive and spin. Lost the basketball for a half second, but now Gifford fires for 3. It's short, and Riley Meininger picks it up, and the other way with it comes Scottsbluff. We're tied 13-13 with 1:50 left to go in this first quarter. Carter Rising with it. Now to Swisher. Swisher gets a screen and kicks it back to Rising. He'll find Nate Kelly as Kelly from the free throw line fires. Another bucket will fall out. Nate Kelly almost got it, but rebounded there by Lance Gifford as here comes Gifford. Passes it back to Polk, and now the offense resets up for North Platte High School. I say that, Broman with the floater, collects his own miss, and Caden Jonason now explodes into the lane. He'll go up for another one. How about it? Great rebound from Eli Broman to give the Bulldogs a second chance opportunity, and then it's Caden Jonason in the paint, making the Bearcats pay as that ball's on the floor. It's going to fall out of bounds. Last touched by Landon O'Brien as he slides into the scorer's table. And now Cowdy will check in for Eli Broman, who had a great start to this game at 6 point with 2 threes. And it's now 15-13 as Isai Sabala now checks in. The handoff to Kelly. Kelly drives past Polk. Up for the floater. No good. And then it's Delgado. On the putback layup. We'll get this game once more tied at 15 apiece. Ian Cowdy down low, though. Checks back in and gets the bucket to fall. 17-15 now. It was a tie game. Now gets back up. 2-point lead. North Platte. Meininger's 3 is off the mark. Jackson Polk will collect that rebound. And with 30 seconds left to go, the shot clock is turned off, and North Platte's looking potentially the last shot before the end of this first quarter. Polk, near side wing, passes back to Gifford. Gifford, out of Cowdy. Cowdy steps back, hands it to Jonason. 15 seconds, the offense sets back up. They'll clear out spacing-wise. With 10 seconds, here we go. Jonason gets a screen. He lost the basketball. It's on the floor. Picked up by Nate Kelly. Throws it all the way up to Meininger, but it's stolen away by Caden Jonason. He'll half-court heave it, and it's just a bit short. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. A pretty exciting first quarter. North Platte had a 6-point lead before they let it all slip away. And now it's a 17-15 lead for the Bulldogs. We come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410. As always, via live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine, too. At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
See me, Matthew Mussman, on how I can help your auto, home, and life needs.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School currently leading this one 17-15 as we now make our way into the second quarter. Again, our timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann, the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann, the Fortify Group, at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As well as our other sponsors for today's game, Dave's Place, Pizza and Wings. You'll find out more 1510 East 4th Street for all their specials. How about Jesse Mock for three? Oh, it's money. Picking right up where he left off against Hastings, hitting his first three today. And now it's 20-15, the lead for the Bulldogs. Mock had 7 3-pointers last time out against Hastings. That's a turnover for the Bearcats. Again, he was only 2 away from tying the school record, which last year was broken by River Johnston when he hit 9. As it's now 20-15, the lead for the Bulldogs as O'Brien will pass it to Mock. He pumps and drives into the lane. Back to O'Brien it goes, and now Jesse Mock will try again. He floats it. No good that time. Fighting for it, and it's rebounded on the side by Keon Delgado. Jordan Yonkers is checked in for Caden Jonason here to start this second quarter as Lance Gifford from behind blocks Nate Kelly. And here he comes the other way with it. He makes it coast to coast. Lance Gifford will get his 5th point, and now it's 22-15. The lead for the Bulldogs is Nick Swisher, deep three. No good from Caleb Swisher, correction, as it's Jordan Yonkers. Collects the rebound. The throw it to Polk. Polk thought about driving, but kicks it back to Gifford. Gifford now looks to drive in on his side. Kick it back out as it was Asai Sabala guarding one Lance Gifford. And now the offense resets up. 17 on the shot clock for the Bulldogs. The kick to O'Brien, guarded by Nate Kelly. Great hesitation as O'Brien tries to get it down low to Jordan Yonkers. No good. 6 seconds to go here. The pass is going to need to find something as fade. No good on the way from Jackson Polk as that's blocked. And here comes Nate Kelly. Kelly looking to go. He'll kick it. Asai Sabala for three is no good, and rebounded by Jackson Polk the other way with it. His second rebound, and here come the Bulldogs. It's 22-15, is looking to check in now. Comes Trey Boswell. How about Landon O'Brien for three? He'll make a three as well. You know, with the way the Bulldogs are shooting right now, you might as well think they're the best three-point shooting team to date, as it's now a 10-point lead for North Platte High School, 25-15. Clearly one of their better three-point shooting performances today is, wow, what a move by Nate Kelly to power his way into the point. Actually, create that correction. That's Caleb Swisher powering his way down low, getting his first 2 points, 25-17. As here comes Jesse Mock to the far side, Yonkers, and now Landon O'Brien in the corner. O'Brien trying to spin into some help, kicks it to Yonkers. He'll drive baseline. Yonkers floats it, way overshoots it, and picked up there by Asai Sabala, his first. So here comes Sabala up the court with it. Less than 5 minutes to go before halftime. And a beautiful move that just won't fall in. Keon Delgado with a beautiful move in the post. Can't get the shot to fall, and with that, here come the Bulldogs the other way with it. Polk into the lane. Will float it from 7. Oh, rims in and out. Toilet bowl style, and now the other way comes Sabala with the speed. He'll kick it. And there's nothing doing it there for Amundsen as that three is off the mark. And it's rebounded by Jackson Polk, and then a timeout called by head coach Jimmy Pack. 30-second timeout. So we'll still stay here. Again, our timeouts, as always, brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. It's 25-17, the lead for North Platte High School here with 4:28 left to go before halftime. Fantastic start to this game shooting-wise for the Bulldogs, as they're getting some really good contributions all over the board. Broman's got 6 points. O'Brien hit his first three today. Ian Cowdy has 2 points, 5 for Lance Gifford, and then, of course, Kane Jonason with 6, and then Jesse Mock has 3 as well, as the Bulldogs will inbound it on the far side. So I love the all-around scoring that we've been seeing so far for the Bulldogs. We've seen every once in a while, or specifically last couple of games, I would say they felt one-dimensional, but it's really been one player that's been predominantly scoring the most points, and they've struggled to really find an equal balance offensively. Mock in the post will spin around and now look to drive in. Oh, what a great first step by Jesse Mock. He'll draw the foul on Amundsen. Oh my good heavens, Jesse Mock with a amazing first step. Oh, we're gonna call that on Riley Meininger. So that's actually pretty big, as Meininger now collects his second foul of today's contest. Is that, wow, first free throw from Jesse Mock off the mark. Man, today's been a tough day free throw shooting wise for North Platte High School, as Brady Hanneborg checks in for the first time today. Subs in for Landon O'Brien. As Mock's next free throw will rattle in. So he's 1 for 2. He's got 4 points. Now it's 26-17 the lead. Oh, wide open down low with a beautiful bucket. Landon Amundsen, it's his first 2 points. Beautiful feed to him in the post. He makes the Bulldogs pay. 26-19. Hanneborg now with it. The dish to Jackson Polk. Bounces off of his face, and with that, here comes Nate Kelly the other way for the Bearcats. Guarded by Polk. Kelly dishes it back. Carter Reisig will step back and pass it to Boswell, who is checked in, and a double dribble called on Trey Boswell, the freshman, and that's a turnover for the Bearcats. Some sloppy play from the side of Scottsbluff every once in a while. Very uncharacteristic of this 15-5 team. They've been so solid this season from all aspects of this team, whether it be scoring or defense, as I hold my breath. Oh, Jesse Mock once again, another 3. He's got 7 points, continuing with his lights-out shooting performance that he's shown versus Hastings, as Meininger tries to get it down low, but he'll pass it out to Reisig for 3. He nails it on the other side. Reisig's got 5 points now, as down low, Hanneborg with it. Needs some help to Jonason. Jonason will think about going around the perimeter, but he passes it to Hanneborg, and now Eli Broman with it. The 3 on the way, no good from Mock. Tipped up and rebounded there by Carter Reisig, and the other way with it come the Bearcats and Nate Kelly. Kelly hesitates into the lane. He'll draw the foul, but won't get the bucket. Jackson Polk was there defensively, but he'll be the fouler on that play. It's a first for Polk, and Kelly will now go to the line. Kelly's got 6 points, as Asai Sabala will now look to check back in. Ooh, that free throw no good from Kelly. Still 29-22 lead, as Polk will check out, and it's Lance Gifford that checks in with 2:47 left to go, so Gifford's got some fresh legs on the floor for the Bulldogs. Kelly will miss that second one, as it's Brady Hanneborg collecting the rebound. So 0 for 2 from Nate Kelly from the free throw line, as here comes North Platte now. Jonason to the far side of the court with it. Clear the space out. Gifford now has it, guarded by Nate Kelly. Gifford gets a screen. Well, kind of dribble around the perimeter and look for a pass. Back to Eli Broman. Now Hanneborg. And then Jonason in the far corner. Jonason trying to get past Meininger. Picks his dribble up. It's tipped, and it's stolen away by Riley Meininger, but he'll get called for the travel. Ooh, that interesting call on, in my opinion, on that one. I'd have to agree. That might not have been a travel, but go the way still in North Platte, as it's Jesse Mock now inbounding it, throwing it out to Gifford. Gifford guarded by Nate Kelly. Good jab step. Gifford spinning into a double team, and he'll draw a foul. That one, I think, on Landon Amundsen. That will be Amundsen. That's his first, and now Lance Gifford will go to the free throw line. The second team foul committed by the Bearcats here with 2:11 left to go before halftime. It's Gifford's first free throw will rattle in. So far today for Lance Gifford, he's 1 for 1. He's now 2 for 2 with 6 points. It's 30-29 the lead now from North Platte High School. Gifford, deep breath, and fires his next one. It's another clean free throw for Lance Gifford. He's got 7. And now here comes Nate Kelly. And the Bearcats looking to check in Keon Delgado now for Scottsbluff. Meininger into a cutting Sabala, no good, but back to Meininger. Meininger spinning and fading with it. Beautiful shot by Riley Meininger. He's got his fifth point today, and it's 30-24 as Jackson Polk looks to check in. That three way short on the side. Lance Gifford, and now at the court, Nate Kelly comes with it. Polk as well as Landon O'Brien will look to check in for North Platte. Edmondson down low, wide open. Carter Reisig has got 7 points, some good back-to-back possessions for the Bearcats, and now reduced this lead to just 5. It's 31-26. Oh, that backdoor cut intended for Jesse Mock. Touched off the hands of Landon Amundsen, and with that, North Platte has an inbounds underneath the basket as Brady Hanneborg and Lance Gifford check back in as head coach Jimmy Pack not happy with Lance Gifford's last three as again O'Brien as well as Polk check in. Polk now to the far side, O'Brien with it. 20 on the shot clock, down low to Mock. Mock gets it. How about another shot for Eli Broman? Oh, a little off the mark. Tipped out of bounds by Landon O'Brien, and with that, Scottsbluff will have an inbounds with 1:07 left to go here in this second quarter. 31-26 as it's Ian County looking to check in for the Bulldogs. Sabala now free lane to the basket. He'll draw a foul from Eli Broman. So a little bit of confusion between the transition from Jesse Mock to Eli Broman on who was covering besides Sabala's. Max Howell looks to check in for Scottsbluff. First free throw from Sabala, no good. As Cowdy checks in for Eli Broman. Out goes Rising, and Cowdy checks in for North Platte. 31-26 still the lead for the Bulldogs here. 54 seconds to go before halftime. Sabala's next free throw. That one rattles in. First points for the Cy Sabala, and now here comes North Platte the other way with it. 31-27 the lead. Jackson Polk guarded by Sabala, passes it to O'Brien on the far side wing, guarded by Delgado. Thought about going in the lane, but passes it back to Jonason. Jaden Jonason out of Jackson Polk. 15 seconds left to go here in the shot clock. Polk now to the near side, will look to pass. Finds Landon O'Brien wide open. His shot's blocked by Caleb Swisher. How about Jonason for three this time? Oh, it's money! Have yourself a game, Caden Jonason. After missing last game with an illness, he has come back with some authority in this game. He's got 9 points for the Bulldogs and helped them push to this 34-27 lead. The kick to Delgado's three. No good. Tipped, and Jesse Mock's full court heave. Woo! Had some distance, but the Bulldogs will head into halftime with a very, very nice, comfortable lead in this one. 34-27 over Scottsbluff and the Bearcats, and it's thanks to an all-around impressive scoring day from really a lot of Bulldog players. Of course, Lance Gifford's got 7 points right now for North Platte, something that you can basically always write down. But how about Caden Jonason again? Missed last game with an illness, and here he comes right back. Bounces back for 9 points and a three as well. 7 for Jesse Mock, still hot from his game against Hastings. How about Eli Broman started off this game on the best foot for North Platte High School with 2 straight threes. He's got 6 points. 3 for Landon O'Brien, and then 2 for Ian Cowdy. So overall, scoring-wise, probably the most holistic we've seen from this North Platte squad all season, and I think head coach Jimmy Pack loves what he is seeing from his squad right now and is probably preaching that in the halftime break. Well, as I said, it is halftime, so with that, we ourselves are going to step aside and we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we'll have more of our Quick Stop halftime show. Right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, as always, video live streaming right here on NorthPlattePost.com.
The
DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Are you or a loved one in need of medical equipment to improve your quality of life? Look no further than Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment. Their state-of-the-art and affordable medical products are specifically designed to return your independence. From manual and power wheelchairs, mobility scooters, and lift chairs to walking aids, ramps, hospital beds, and bath safety products. They have everything you need to make your home a comfortable and safe place to live. They can even provide CPAP and BiPAP equipment and supplies, as well as oxygen equipment and supplies. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Are you or a loved one in need of medical equipment to improve your quality of life? Look no further than Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment. Their state-of-the-art and affordable medical products are specifically designed to return your independence. From manual and power wheelchairs, mobility scooters, and lift chairs to walking aids, ramps, hospital beds, and bath safety products. They have everything you need to make your home a comfortable and safe place to live. They can even provide CPAP and BiPAP equipment and supplies, as well as oxygen equipment and supplies. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
I'm Jared Remus with Jerry Remus Chevrolet of North Platte. The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ AM North Platte. We've got the keys to your new car.
North Platte Post Sports.
Well, back here to the doghouse. North Platte High School has a comfortably commanding lead of 34-27 over Scottsbluff and the Bearcats. A great first half for the Bulldogs here. Probably their best first half, I think, holistically. We talked about, last game for the girls team, how I thought that was their best holistic effort in, unfortunately, that loss to Scottsbluff earlier today. But same thing applies right here to the boys. I thought this was their best holistic approach to this game this season. And I talked about it in our Quick Stop pregame show about how that's kind of what they really needed to get down the stretch. They really needed holistically to start getting better and better as we are vastly approaching tournament time. And so far today, they are looking on top of their game, leading 34-27. Quick Stop halftime show. 27 locations, open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner. As head coach Shelly Byrne is here tonight as well. Always love seeing Coach Byrne, and then also Coach Byrne for the. It's gonna be tough, when there's both the Byrnes are here working for North Platte High School. Head coach Shelly Byrne working for the volleyball team, and then her husband working as the baseball head coach. So it's good to see them here. Baseball just around the corner. I'm so excited. And Jeff Smeltzer here as well as Coach Adam Thurman was here too. But let's get on back to our halftime show right here for North Platte High School. We'll get into our game stats provided by Skiles, Loop, Bremer, and White CPAs, where they are your partners for the future. We'll start on the side of the Scottsbluff and the Bearcats. How about 6 points from Nate Kelly? He had himself an impressive first half in the first quarter where he was really aggressive into the lane and got some big shots to fall. Followed up by Carter Reisig, who's got 7 total points here. Landon Amundsen had 2 points with Keon Delgado up to 4. Riley Meininger has 5 and Caleb Swisher has 2 for the Bearcats. Then on the side of North Platte High School, having there again their best holistic offensive approach this so far this season. Lance Gifford with 7 points. That's Caden Jonasson, though, leading the way for North Platte with 9 total points and a big 3 down the stretch just before the end of the first half. 7 for Jesse Mock. He does have 2 fouls, though. 6 points for Eli Broman, 3 for Landon O'Brien, and then 2 for Ian Cowdy. And that is how our scoring falls here right now. Again, 34-27 with 2:47 left to go before we are in the start of the third quarter. So we'll step aside for the final time here. When we come back, we will have our second half right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Here's Dr. Tom Pratt from Pratt Dental in North Platte. Tell us about BioClear.
This is a way of restoring teeth where we're not talking crowns or veneers. It's a single visit restoration. It feels stronger. It feels more reinforced. It feels more invested in the tooth.
So how's the feedback?
Patients have been very happy with it. I get a lot of them that say, you're never allowed to do anything else. That's what it's all about.
Pratt Dental, 1301 South Willow. Find more information online at prattdental.com.
Can you feel it? The feeling of starting something new. The feeling of success. At Mid-Plains Community College, our instructors are ready and willing to support you on every step of your educational journey. Whether you're just starting out or changing careers, MPCC can help you transform your future. Learn more by visiting our website at mpcc.edu. That's mpcc.edu.
Spring will be here before you know it, and Express AVL in North Platte is doing some spring cleaning. As they get ready to bring in new products, they need your help to clear out all the overstock with select speakers, amps, subs, preloaded sub packages, and more. Discounted up to 50% off great brands like Alpine, Rockford Fosgate, and Kicker. Now's the time to spoil yourself. So take pride in your ride with Express AVL, 1108 Rodeo Road, North Platte.
Buying a car, it's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to the Doghouse. North Platte High School leads this one 34-27 to start quarter number 3. Again, thank you to our halftime sponsor here for today's game. Quick Stop, 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner. Also, thank you to our sponsors here for today's game. Dave's Place, pizza and wings. Of course, you can find out more. 1510 East 4th Street and all their daily specials, wings, pizza, and more. So here comes the second half here, beginning it now for both teams, and I'm really looking forward to how North Platte will navigate this game. You know, rarely do we see this team, and I think it's just, again, how the season has gone, where they have come out of halftime with the lead, and we'll see how they're going to be able to handle that and continue to grow this lead. That three is way short. Air ball on the side of Carter Reisig is now, here comes North Platte the other way with it. Stolen away on the other side by Landon Amundsen, who intercepted the pass from Caden Jonasson intended for Jesse Mock. As here comes Meininger in the open court. He's 16 feet away, nails it. 7 points for Meininger, and now it's 34-29. Again, Bulldogs rarely start the second half with a lead, so I'm going to love to see how they are going to continue their really good pace and aggression in this second half, as that was blocked by Nate Kelly. The Bulldogs now inbounding it. Now here's Lance Gifford with it. Gifford to a wide open Jesse Mock. He's going to overshoot that one as Carter Reisig will pick up another rebound. That's his 4th today. And here come the Bearcats the other way with it. So far on a 4-0 start to this second half, as that's going to be a miss. And here comes Jesse Mock up the court with it. Mock now going to kick it to wide open Lance Gifford, who didn't pull the trigger on that 3. And now it's going to be a ball on the floor, stolen away by Carter Reisig. And another turnover, another disastrous start for the Bulldogs offense here in this second half, as that floater, whoa, way off the mark for Nate Kelly, as Jackson Polk collects his 4th rebound. And now Bulldogs offense will recollect and reset. Again, a 4-0 run early on for Scottsbluff here to start this third quarter. Is how can the Bulldogs respond? Broman on that far wing will get a screen from Jonason and now pass it to Lance Gifford. Gifford now drives baseline. Beautiful move by Lance Gifford, and he puts it home. Gifford with the jab step got Nate Kelly kind of on his heels, and Gifford explodes into the lane for his 9th point and the first Bulldog point of the second half. Kelly on the far side now, look to drive in on Jackson Polk. He has it tipped up, and now collected by Caden Jonason as Carter Reisig slow on the other end. He's not running back down the court. Jonason in some trouble, and a foul will be called. Reisig got whacked in the eye, I believe, when Jesse Mock was fighting for the basketball, so he'll sub out. And it's Keon Delgado checking in as Jonason falls out of bounds with the basketball. That's a turnover. Caleb Swisher also now checking in, as out comes Max Howell. He just checked in and then immediately checks right back out, as now here we go up the court with it. Nate Kelly, a 36-29 lead for North Platte High School with 5:40 left to go in the third. Swisher guarded by Mock. Around the perimeter he goes, and will pass it back to Delgado as subbed in. Keon Delgado needs some help. Finds Amundsen. Now down low with it, Nate Kelly. Kelly shot no good. Amundsen with the good rebound and putback. 4th point for Landon Amundsen. It's now 36-31, the lead for North Platte High School. Jonason with it to a cutting in Jesse Mock. He's in a double team. He will get fouled by Keon Delgado. So Jesse Mock will now go to the free throw line. Again, I always love the aggressiveness I see from Jesse Mock in the paint. We always talk about how much of an X factor he is from the three-point line, but people tend to forget how much of a difference maker he is down low in the paint when he gets there. So he'll now look to shoot some free throws, 1 for 2 today. Oh, another miss for Jesse Mock. It's 1 for 3 for 7 points so far. Another uncharacteristic shooting from a free throw perspective shooting night for this time the boys basketball team. First it started with the girls earlier today against Scottsbluff. So far today, not the best free throw shooting from some of the usually good free throw shooters, as now it's 2 for 4 for Mock. He's got 8 points. It's 37-31, a 6-point lead. North Platte High School with 5:08 left to go. Amundsen now to Kelly, guarded by Polk. Will get a screen, but he'll go baseline. Nate Kelly spins back, finds Meininger for 3. That one rims in and out, and it's rebounded by Jackson Polk. His now 5th rebound, as here comes Jesse Mock and the Bulldogs the other way with it. Broman in the far corner needs some help. He'll get a screen and pivot around. Oh, he picks his dribble up. Oh, no travel call. That might have been a little close, but Bulldogs get away with it. Now Gifford in the near corner gets a screen, and now turned on to by Keon Delgado. Mock drives, kicks it down low to Jonason. Jonason in some trouble, lost the basketball, and a foul will be called, I believe, on Nate Kelly, as he was trying to strip the ball away from Caden Jonason. No good. First foul for Kelly as Broman checks out and Landon O'Brien checks in. 37-31 with 4:32 left to go here in this third quarter. Mock with it now in the near corner, guarded by Amundsen. He'll drive baseline after a good jab step. The kick out. O'Brien for 3. Takes a big bounce, no good. And it's rebounded by Caleb Swisher. Swisher's first rebound, and here comes Nate Kelly up the court. Handoff to Swisher. Swisher explodes into the lane. Where's the charge call? I'm not going to lie. Jesse Mock most certainly took a charge there, but he'll fall out of bounds. Last touch by Bulldog player, and here comes Scottsbluff once again. Meininger, the free throw line, passes to Swisher as Swisher Tried to go baseline, but can't find anything. Great defense from the Bulldogs. As Meininger explodes into the lane, and his little floater finds the mark. 9 points for Ryan Meininger. It's 37-33 now, the lead for North Platte High School with 3:47 left to go this third quarter. Jackson Polk now with it. Finds Jonason on the near side wing. He'll hand it back off. Polk to Gifford. Gifford drives into the lane, gets past his defender Nate Kelly, and a foul will be called, I believe, on Keon Delgado. As checking back in comes Carter Reisig. Delgado picks up his second foul. Now Lance Gifford will now go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. So far today for Gifford from the free throw line, perfect 3 for 3. Make that 4 for 4 for Lance Gifford. As Isai Sabala checks in alongside Carter Reisig, as we said. So it's Delgado and Amundsen that sub out. 38-33 the lead now for North Platte High School. Gifford now will fire his second free throw to go perfect here. A little short, but it rattles itself in. He's 5 for 5 with 11 points, Lance Gifford is. It's 39-33 the lead. Here comes Nate Kelly. He'll pass to the near side to Reisig, and now Swisher. Swisher back to Kelly on the far wing. He'll hesitate and look to hand it off to Meininger. Ball's on the floor, picked up by Jackson Polk, and here comes Caden Jonason with it. The speed from the quarterback, up for the layup, no good. O'Brien tried to get the rebound, but it's stolen away by Nate Kelly. And here, 6-point lead, 39-33. Polk with it. Dishes it to Jesse Mock, back to Polk. The offense will space out and reset. Jonason drives on Caleb Swisher. What a tough basket for Caden Jonason, his 11th point. Had Swisher's hand all up in his face, but still made the bucket. 41-33 the lead now for North Platte. As Meininger, great turnaround as he ran baseline. Picks up his 11th point. And Scottsbluff will take a timeout. With that, we'll also step aside and we'll take a timeout. We come back here. Bulldogs lead this one 41-35 here, FM 98.1, AM 1410.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School leading 41-35 with 2:37 left to go here in this third quarter. As we'll have an inbounds from Landon O'Brien underneath the basket. As going full court now goes Scottsbluff. Jonason's able to get it. Will he try to get past Meininger or pass the ball forward? Now, Jonason splits through 3 defenders. Here comes Caden Jonason. Tries to pass it to Jesse Mock, but it's going to bounce off of Nate Kelly's leg. Out of bounds. Last touch by a Scottsbluff player, which was Nate Kelly. Our timeouts, of course, brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group, his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As here's Jackson Polk setting things up offensively for the Bulldogs. They still lead 41-35. As Gifford now has the basketball. Will drive into the lane. Splitting through 3 defenders, Lance Gifford. Powerful move by Lance Gifford. Weaving his way through traffic. Up for the layup. And it's 43-35 the lead. North Platte High School. Meininger once again from around 8 feet out. Gets it over Jonason and gets a little bit of a he's too short flex. Making his way up the court. Jonason on the baseline. Kicks it out to Landon O'Brien. Here, now back to Gifford. Polk with it to O'Brien. He'll drive past Carter Reisig. Up for the layup, no good, but a block foul going to be called on Carter Reisig, and the Scottsbluff bench is not happy about that. Actually, they'll call that on Nate Kelly. That's a foul, and with that, Landon O'Brien goes to the free throw line. Scottsbluff bench and Scott Gillen not happy with that call. So O'Brien will now shoot 2 free throws as Ian Cowdy will look to check in North Platte High School. O'Brien's first free throw will rattle in. He's 1 for 1. That's his 4th point. Ian Cotty checks in for Jonason. 44-37 now with 1:37 left to go here in this third quarter. O'Brien, deep breath, fires away. Oh, we'll miss that one as Carter Rice picks up his 5th rebound, and here comes Meininger up the court now. Scottsbluff. Meininger hands it off to Swisher. Caleb Swisher around the perimeter, tries to find an open man. He'll still look and find Nate Kelly. Kelly drives in on Polk at the free throw line, tries to back him down, almost stolen away. Kelly in a double team will kick it wide open. Carter Reisig, no good. Tipped in the air, tipped again. It's going to fall out of bounds. Last touched by Swisher. With that, another way with it. Now comes North Platte High School as Amundsen checks back in for Swisher. And the Bulldogs will have an inbounds. 1:10 left to go before the third, leading 44-37. Cowdy with it to the far side, Gifford. Little jab step and pass it to a wide open Landon O'Brien. He hesitates, kicks it. Cowdy, why not let it fly? Oh, takes a bad bounce out, and it's going to be rebounded by Nate Kelly as Lance Gifford, I believe, will pick up his first foul. So now Eli Broman looks to check back in as Swisher checks immediately in for Amundsen. Out goes one Jackson Polk. So Swisher checks back in. Amundsen goes right back to the bench, and here comes Scottsbluff. Less than a minute to go here. This third quarter, 44-37 the lead now. Now in the lane, once again, Riley Meininger from the free throw line. He's got 15 now, and it's 44-39 the lead for North Platte with 36 seconds left to go. Gifford driving on Kelly, kicks it out to Ian Cowdy, and it's stolen away by Carter Reisig. Reisig lost control of the basketball for a second, and he'll pass it to Nate Kelly, and here come the Bearcats. No shot clock at the moment, so they'll look to waste as much time to get a final shot off to head into the fourth quarter. They trail by 5, 44-39. Meininger drives into the lane, and they're going to call a foul on Ian Cotty, his first. And with that, 7.8 seconds. It'll be an inbounds underneath the basket for the Bearcats. Sabala with it. Look to find some help. Finds it in Reisig. 7 seconds. Meininger, open 3 on the way. He's been money, and he's money again. 18 points for Riley Meininger. That half-court heave is no good. Now it's only a 2-point lead in favor of North Platte High School here as we are heading into the fourth quarter here. Bulldogs lead this one now just by 2. 44-42. We come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, of course, live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
A sticky situation.
I got so excited for my fresh-baked Runza cinnamon rolls that I forgot to grab a napkin.
Now you got cinnamon roll fingers, and they're so ooey.
And gooey. I can't grab a spoon to dig into my delicious homemade chili.
Maybe you should call for help?
Oh, I'll call my mom. Oh, I've ruined my phone.
Worth it, though. Come get Runza's homemade chili, fresh-baked cinnamon rolls, and a napkin today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
North Platte Public Schools kindergarten and Bull Pup preschool enrollment are now open for next fall. Go to nppsd.org to complete the online application, or we would be happy to assist you at the Welcome Center at 301 West F Street in North Platte, and are open from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., or you can complete the application online. Enroll now to allow your student to come grow with us at North Platte Public Schools.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse to start quarter number 4. North Platte High School currently at the moment here leading only by 2 points now. 44-42 over Scottsbluff. And, of course, the Bearcats. Thank you again to our sponsors here for today's game. Kevin McGann of the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann of the Fortifying Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Alongside our other sponsors here for today's game, CT Computer Services, your IT guy since 2005, alongside Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte invites you to stop out, take a test drive here today. Bulldogs, again, 2-point lead now after having a 6-point lead earlier in this game. Now only lead by 2. It's now wide open. Yonkers will pass it to Jesse Mock as Gifford's on the bench to start this fourth quarter. Jonathan with it. He'll drive in on Zavala. Floats it, and it takes some nice bounces in. 13 points for Caden Jonathan. There's his first to start this quarter, number 4. Going to need more from him here in this fourth quarter. The Bulldogs want to come away with the victory. Meininger having himself a great game. He's got 18 points. Will pass around the perimeter. Now, Kelly with it. Back to Meininger. Meininger sets up for 3. Oh, that one's off the mark, and it's going to be rebounded there on the side by Jackson Polk. He's got 6 rebounds today, Jackson Polk does. He'll pick his dribble up and find Eli Broman on the near wing. Broman back to Polk. Polk guarded by Delgado. Will kick it now. Around the perimeter we go. How about Jesse Mock stepping into a 3? Jesse Mock heating up. 3 points. And that's like that. A 5-point swing in favor of North Platte High School. 49-42 now coming right out of this fourth quarter. Zavala now with it. Trying to find Delgado. Delgado up for the layup. He'll miss it. And there's a rebound by Jordan Yonkers. And here come the Bulldogs the other way. 49-42. There's now Jesse Mock. Passes it back to Polk. And now Jonathan with it. Guarded by Zavala. Spinning. Jonathan. What a beautiful move. Oh, money. Caden Jonathan taking over here to start this fourth quarter. And it's back up to 9 now. 51-42 as Nate Kelly's first shot won't fall, but a foul will be called on the side of North Platte High School. That's Jackson Polk's second foul, as already some substitutions coming in for the Bearcats. Landon Amundsen already at the desk to sub in, but it's Nate Kelly looking to shoot 2. Kelly's first free throw, he'll rattle in. It's Nate Kelly now 7 points. 51-43 the lead for the Bulldogs. Next one, rattles in from Nate Kelly. He's got 8. 51-44 as Jackson Polk now up the court with it. Nick Swisher has checked in alongside Amundsen. Polk in some trouble. Able to get into the half court and get it to Jonathan. Jonathan cross-courted all the way to Jesse Mock. He still stays in bounds. A little scary there, but Mock into the lane, short on the shot, and the other way with it. Now comes Amundsen. Amundsen back to Meininger. Meininger thought about the 3, drives, picks his dribble up, and kicks it to a cutting Amundsen. Oh, and then a foul's going to be called. Probably on Eli Broman there, if I had to guess. It will be on Broman, his second. Lance Gifford now looks to check in for North Platte, probably for Jordan Yonkers. 51-44 with 5:37 left to go in this fourth quarter. Amundsen's first free throw is rattled in. It's 5 points. 51-45 now as Gifford checks in. Out comes Jordan Yonkers. And here we go. Now we're really getting into it. 2 fouls team-wise for North Platte High School already. There's Amundsen. We short on that one. It's Jesse Mock to collect the rebound. And here comes Broman up the court with some speed. He'll slow it down and pass it to Jesse Mock. Mock steps back for 3. Way short on that one. Not a good look. Head coach Jimmy Pack probably not happy with that outlook. And up the court now comes Scottsbluff. 51-45. Nate Kelly, he'll fire away a step back 3. No good. Gifford with a great box out will get that rebound. And now up the court with it comes Jesse Mock and the Bulldogs. Gifford has it. The offense will space out. Jonathan now with it. I say that. Great first step for Caden Jonathan. Oh, he can't get the layup to fall. And now here comes Meininger. Riley Meininger kicks it far side. Wide open, Caleb Swisher, short. And that's rebounded by Gifford. So a little bit of some relief there as Caleb Swisher was wide open. Couldn't convert this shot. Either team really unable to hit a shot here just in these last couple of minutes. But the Bulldogs will take a timeout. And with that, we'll also take a timeout here. They still lead 51-45 when we come back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. 4:44 left to go here in the ball game as the Bulldogs lead 51-45. Our timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Alongside our other sponsors here for today's game, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings. To find out more, 1510 East 4th Street for all the pizza, wing specials, and more. Oh, that pass can be stolen by Riley Meininger, but he called for a travel. He fell to the floor with it. It was a wide swing from Jesse Mock. Had the right idea when it came to finding Caden Jonas at the top of the three-point line, but Meininger with a great steal, but he slips, and Bulldogs will have an inbounds as Carter Reisig checks in. Jonason with it, drives into the lane, lost the basketball, and Meininger now up the court with it. 1-on-3 fast break for the side of the Bearcats. Oh, and a blown layup by Amundsen. Ball's on the floor. Jackson Polk picks it up, and here comes the Bulldogs the other way. My good heavens, Amundsen. An open 1-on-3 fast break that the Bearcats couldn't convert on, and now the Bulldogs once again take over as Reisig runs into Jonason for the foul. Reisig's first foul, and now checking in, Landon O'Brien will come for Eli Broman. First foul for Reisig. 51-45, 4:06 left to go. Man, these are just such a stressful last couple of minutes here. I might not have some trouble trying to survive this. As here comes Jonason with it. He'll get a screen and go into the lane. Pass it to Gifford. Gifford now around the perimeter, guarded by Kelly. Finds Polk. Jonason drives in on Meininger. Floats one and gets it. That's just money for Caden Jonason. He's got 17 points. 53-45 the lead for North Platte High School. Beautiful look and a beautiful setup for Jonason. As now Meininger spins, goes up over Jonason. No good. Tipped. Meininger will collect the rebound, and he'll pass it back out to Nate Kelly. 3:32 left to go. Kelly, shot goes up. It's in, but they're going to say the foul was on the floor. It was Jackson Polk's third foul. So Bearcats will have an inbounds underneath the basket. After that foul was called on the floor, it's Amundsen. We're going to inbound it. Finds Meininger. Here on the near wing. We'll pass it back to Swisher. Caleb Swisher. Passes it back to Kelly. Nate Kelly guarded by Jackson Polk. Kelly steps back. Where's the push-off? And that's going to hit, but, you know, where's that offensive push-off on Nate Kelly? As that bucket will fall. It's now 53-47. O'Brien kicks back to Jonason. Jonason behind the back move. Now to Mock. We'll get a screen. Mock kicks to Gifford. Gifford drives in on Nate Kelly. Back to Polk. 18 on the shot clock. Bulldogs have plenty of time here. Don't need to rush anything. Gifford up for the shot. Won't get the foul. Collects his rebound. And he'll get the putback. Gifford's got 15 points. Beautiful rebound to at least give themselves a second chance opportunity. 55-47 as a foul's going to be called on Jackson Polk. That's his fourth foul. So Eli Broman's now going to have to check back in for Polk. So Broman checks in for Polk, and here we go. 2:43 left to go here in this fourth quarter. 55-47 lead for North Platte. Nate Kelly with the inbounds for the Bearcats. Gets to Amundsen. Amundsen gets to Carter Reisig. Reisig looking for anybody. Finds Meininger. Meininger, again, he's got 18 points to a cutting Nate Kelly. Back out to Reisig. He'll pull up for three. That one's money from Carter Reisig. He's got 10 points now, and the lead closes once again. It's only a 5-point lead North Platte High School will step aside as well and take a timeout. We come back. We'll have more action here from the Doghouse. Bulldogs leading 55-50 right here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Trinity Center is expanding and they are looking for passionate individuals to join their team. If you have a heart for making a difference and want to work with amazing people with disabilities, they want you. They're hiring dedicated individuals who believe in the power of compassion, growth, and community. Ask about their top-notch benefits package, referral program, and hire-on bonus. Join their family of dedicated individuals at the North Platte Opportunity Center, where every day is a chance to inspire and be inspired. Apply today.
Buying a car? It's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School leading this one 55-50 with 2:29 left to go. Big three by Carter Rising to cut this to only a 5-point lead. Bulldogs looking to get right back to where they were. It was 8 at one point. And our timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. And check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey. Sweet B as Broman almost had his pass stolen away. And he's able to get it, though, to Jesse Mock as now here come the other way with it. The Bulldogs trying to set something up once again. O'Brien with it. Lost the basketball. And now he'll hand it off to Caden Jonason. Jonason calling for a screen but won't get it. And now the offense with 15 seconds spaces out. Pass it to Gifford. Stolen away, though, by Nate Kelly. Very obvious passes. Kelly going coast to coast. And the foul. That one very touchy go on that foul, but Jonason will get dinged for it. And his first foul today. Don't agree with it, but foul still gets called. And with that, here we go. It's now the bonus for Scottsbluff as Jackson Polk will check in for Eli Broman. 55-52 as now checking in comes Masai Sabala as he'll check in for Carter Reisig. 1:52 left to go in the ball game. 55-52 the lead for North Platte High School. As Kelly fires, he'll make that. Nate Kelly's got 11 points. It's 55-53. Gifford in some trouble. Going to split through a bunch of defenders. Lance Gifford will get fouled by Keon Delgado. Beautiful moves from Lance Gifford, taking it almost coast to coast. Third foul for Keon Delgado, second team foul, and with 1:43 left to go, Lance Gifford to the free throw line. He is 5 for 5 today from the free throw line. As here comes Gifford's first free throw. It'll rattle in. He's 6 for 6. He's got 16 points, 56-53. For North Platte High School with 1:43 left to go. He'll step into another one. He's money once again, 7 for 7. 17 points for Lance Gifford. It's 57-53. Kelly up the court, behind the back. He'll hop step and he jumps into Jesse Mock. So, again, don't know about that one, but he'll get called for his third as he was there, and it was Nate Kelly that jumps into the foul, and it'll fall his way, luckily for him. Still nailed the first one. He's got 12 points. Nate Kelly does so far. It's 57-54 now. 1:35 left to go. Kelly fires. He'll rattle that one in. He's got 13 points. As it's now 57-55 the lead. North Platte High School as Jonason gets across half-court line. Passes it to Gifford. With 1:25, here comes Lance Gifford into the lane. Kicking it to O'Brien. Back to Lance Gifford, and Bulldogs able to look for a much better look. Now Gifford in a double team, has the basketball almost stolen away. It's on the floor, and it's going to be picked up by Landon O'Brien. Down low to Jonason. Oh, money! What was looking like a good play for the Bearcats quickly turns into a great play for North Platte as they're able to get that basketball. Nate Kelly's shot is short, but Amundsen's able to recover it. Meiniger, oh my, what? Are you kidding me? That's a foul on Jackson Polk, and with that, he's going to foul out of today's game. Now that one of all the calls was the weakest of the sorts, as head coach Jimmy Pack going to talk it over with the official, but the deed is done. Polk's done for the game, his 5th foul. And now in comes Eli Broman again. Unbelievable last call that was. Totally don't agree with it, but it's just how the cookie crumbles, and now it's Riley Meiniger who's up to the free throw line. 54 seconds left to go in the game. A 59-55 lead for the Bulldogs. Meiniger nailed the first one. Meiniger now has 19 points. 59-56. Meiniger will take another deep breath and to fire away another one. Ooh, that one rims in and out. Rebounded by Lance Gifford. And now here comes the other way with the North Platte High School, a 3-point lead. Gifford's got it. Up to Mock. Mock will have Meiniger draw a foul on him. It's 3 fouls for Meiniger. 3rd foul for Meiniger, 3rd team foul with 45 seconds. North Platte now with an inbounds. Mock with it, guarded by Amundsen. I believe one bucket here would essentially pretty much ice this ball game for the Bulldogs. It's Mock almost crosses Amundsen over. Now in a double team, get it to Gifford. Gifford freely into the lane. He gets a bucket. Big mistake defensively from the Bearcats as they left Lance Gifford wide open. As a 3 on the way is short, rebounded by Jonason, and up now to Jesse Mock to ice this game. A huge turn of events here in favor of North Platte High School. A costly mistake down the stretch for the defense of Scottsbluff, somehow escaping into the open court. Lance Gifford wide open into the bucket. And then in transition, Jesse Mock goes all the way in for the layup, and that pretty much will seal it and stamp it here with an exclamation point in favor of North Platte High School as they lead 63-56 with 15 seconds left to go. Unbelievable how this game has turned on its head. After it was only a 3-point lead for North Platte, a quick 5-point swing in the span of 10 seconds now has essentially put this game out of reach for Scottsbluff unless they can pull some Houdini magic with some big threes. But it's 63-56, 15.8 seconds left to go here in this ball game. Thank you again to our sponsors here for today's game. Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte invites you to stop out. Take a test drive here today. Premier Toyota, let's go places. Again, North Platte has 5 team fouls, so Scottsbluff's in the bonus. Don't want to foul him here. 13 seconds, Nate Kelly with it. Kelly pulls up for 3. That one will bounce off the backboard in. 16 points for Nate Kelly. 63-59 the lead with 8 seconds left to go. Scottsbluff does have 3 fouls to give. As checking back in comes Amundsen, but yep, Scottsbluff, well, I said 3 fouls, correction, they got 2 fouls left to give in this game. 63-59. North Platte 5 team fouls, Scottsbluff 3 team fouls, so Scottsbluff is in the bonus. North Platte, again, are 2 fouls away from themselves getting into the bonus. I wouldn't doubt that Scottsbluff's going to try to foul them. And so far, if you want to get somebody to the free throw line today to ice the game, give it to Lance Gifford. He's 7 for 7 from the charity stripe. He's got 19 points. He and Caden Jonason having a fantastic game today. Both have 19 points. And Jesse Mock right there behind them with 13, with some big shots down the stretch as well. Eli Broman will inbound it for North Platte with 8 seconds. They're going to get it in to Lance Gifford, and a foul will be called. I believe on Nate Kelly, so there goes 0.5 seconds out. That's his third for Kelly. So once again, one more foul to give for Scottsbluff here. 63-59. And if I was North Platte, try my diddly darndest to get it to Lance Gifford. Trying. They're going to get it into the open court. Gifford picks it up. Gifford then gets fouled as he was making his way up the court. Good chunk of time gets evaporated, and now Lance Gifford will go to the free throw line with 4.7 left. Third foul for Landon Amundsen. Now Lance Gifford, again, who's a perfect 7 for 7, go to the free throw line. He'll take his deep breath, and with 4.7, he'll fire his first free throw. Oh my good heavens, of course I had to, me and my big fat mouth, had to jinx him after going 7 for 7. He's now 7 for 8. 63-59. The lead right now for North Platte, 4-point lead. Take that 5 points, he'll make his next one. He's 8 for 9, he's got 20 points. Now the pass up it goes, and almost stolen away. Hayden Jonason, his head coach. Scott Gillen not happy with the official, really not happy with the official. Got into a little bit of a bickering match with him, and now the official's talking it over. Gillen very unhappy with it. Officials talking it over on the far side. Are they thinking of a technical? Jonason knocked it out of bounds. Well, I believe, I think this is a talk of the clock and when they're going to restart it. As again, head coach Scott Gillen not happy with when the clock started on that inbounds. So there was 4.7 left following Gifford's free throw. See where they'll put how much time. 3 seconds back on the shot clock, or back on the game clock. And now Savala with an inbounds. Pass it to Kelly. Nate Kelly pulls up for 3 again. He misses that one, and with that, the game is over, and what a big victory. 2 in a row now for North Platte High School after Jesse Mock's explosive game against Hastings last Friday. It's the Caden Jonason, Lance Gifford show as they both put up 19 points and help North Platte get to a big victory, 64-59, to improve to 2-0 in the last 2 games here as they are making their way down the stretch here to district tournament play. And I think it's the perfect time for the Bulldogs to be playing their best set of basketball, and they did so right here against Scottsbluff. After a hot start to this game, they got a little spicy towards the end, but Bulldogs still maintained control and really looked poised offensively. I think that's what the difference was in this game, is that they look so good offensively, not just from, of course, the usuals, Jesse Mock, Caden Jonason, as well as Lance Gifford, but the role players played such a great game today that I think you can say from maybe head coach Jimmy Pack, this might be their best game overall. Well, we're going to step aside and we're going to take a break. We can come back, quick stop, post-game show, right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, a video live, streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Right around the corner, quick stop.
Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the DinoPay app. DinoPay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings to Sinclair DinoPay, saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Quick stop.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Hey, looking to start a new career? Larry's Glass in North Platte may just have the position for you, as they have an opening for a glazer. What does this glass glazer do? Installs glass in commercial and residential areas, and you'll be installing windows, doors, showers, mirrors, and so much more dealing with glass. If you've been or had carpenter experience in the past, this position may be just the fit for you. And even if you haven't and you have a certain skill set, Larry's Glass will train. Stop into Larry's Glass on West 5th Street today to apply.
I'm Jared Remus with Jerry Remus Chevrolet of North Platte. The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ AM North Platte. We've got the keys to your new car.
Kylie is a Runza burger lover.
Especially if it's smothered with sauteed onions and French onion dip and topped with Swiss cheese.
Ah, sounds like you just had the French onion burger at Runza.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Are you crying?
Yeah, it's the onions. Wait, are you crying?
Yeah, because I love the French onion burger. Come get yours today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
North Platte Public Schools kindergarten and Bull Pup preschool enrollment are now open for next fall. Go to nppsd.org to complete the online application, or we would be happy to assist you at the Welcome Center at 301 West F Street in North Platte, and are open from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., or you can complete the application online. Enroll now to allow your student to come grow with us at North Platte Public Schools.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School picks up its second victory in a row. I know we haven't had that conversation in a while. They win 64-59 over Scottsbluff. I'm joined by head coach Jimmy Pack. Coach, I think you turned a different shade of purple down there on the floor, and I don't blame you with how that final stretch has gone. You're probably a little closer than what you were thinking after such an explosive first half from your team. You know, I talked about it at the half. I thought this was the best first half that you guys had, not just from a shooting percentage perspective, but just from a schematic offensive perspective. I think there's only one play we can point to that might have been a little bit out of system, but other than that, perfect first half.
Yeah, you know, and that's early in the year we talked about good shot versus great shot. I'm sure the home crowd wasn't real excited with us shooting, you know, after one pass. And like I said with you before, that's definitely not what we work on in practice. And what tonight shows that these guys have bought in. They've invested in the system, what we're trying to accomplish. And like I told them, when we're working and we're cutting and we're screening, we're tough to guard. We've got some really athletic guys who might not be big, but we're quick, and we got to use that to our advantage. And I think that first half, it all kind of culminated tonight.
You know, and it just shows that, of course, you know, everybody loves to fantasize about the three ball and how sexy it is, but it goes to show that a great system of that cut, how great of a system cutting and passing is. It's so tough to defend, you know, the cuts towards the basket that it can make a shot so wide open it looks just as sexy as a three. We saw so many times, and not just the first half, but also in the second half, even when things got down to the wire and the pressure started to mount. There's been times this season where the old Bulldogs would have let that one stumble away. You know, they would have unnecessarily took one pass shots, but they really still committed to it, and down the road it paid off in a big way with that quick 5-point turnaround within the closing seconds.
Absolutely. You know, we didn't play perfect, and as I told them at the beginning of the year, is that what we're searching? Yeah, we know we're not going to get it, but we're trying. And we had a couple of possessions that I wasn't real happy with, a little quick. But early on, we were driving and we were kicking, and that's where, Eli Broman hits 2 big threes in the corner. Those come on inside-out type of plays. When we come down, the defense is set staring at us. That's not good. And as I told them, they're high school kids over there. They don't want to play defense either. So the more times you make that ball go side to side, you make them have to move, they're going to give you something easy because they want the ball back. And that's what we're trying to fight through on defense, is to not give that kind of stuff up. But odds are what odds are. And when we're working, when we're driving smartly off of skips and reversals and driving kicks, we're getting wide open layups. And then when they adjust to that, we're getting wide open threes. So, the system's it's clicking. And as I said, they stayed with it, and we're going to sneak up and we're going to get somebody one of these days.
That's what you love to hear. And, of course, what also you love to see is the rotation players really had a great game, I thought, overall. Of course, Caden Johnson coming back from his 1-game absence, putting up huge numbers, 19 points. I thought he looked stellar out there manning the helm. But the rotation players, when they were given the opportunity and the calling cards came to them, they really stepped up and provided not only valuable offense but defense. You said Eli Broman, 2 quick threes off the rip to help give you guys an early lead that kind of really stumbled this 15-5 Scottsbluff team. And then you got, of course, Landon O'Brien, who always is tenacious on the defensive side, coming up with his own 3, and then big buckets from Ian Cowdy when he subbed in. So really everybody, when they had a moment to shine, they really took advantage of it. And, it kind of, again, started Scottsbluff off kilter, a team that normally gets out to pretty quick paces, and that's how they've gotten to their 15-5 mark.
Yeah, I told them in the locker room, come out tonight and make memories. Especially you seniors, our opportunities in our own gym are winding down, so get out there and make some memories. Eli Broman's kind of our enforcer. He reminds me so much of some of the guys I played with on those old 90s dog team. He might not come out and score 20, but you're going to know you went up against him. He's going to bump you around. And I can't speak enough about Obi, Landon O'Brien. He's been in the starting rotation. He's come off the bench. He's been, he's kind of our Swiss Army knife. He's done everything, and you root so hard for all those kids, but especially a kid like that gives it his heart and soul in practice every day. You know he'd love to hear his name called, but when it's not, he comes off the bench and he gives you 100%. There's no head down. Ian Cotty came in, got a big bucket, stepped up at half. They did a great job on defense at half. They would have had a good look, but he made the right read, and he stepped up and did that. And like I told those guys, never judge how you played, by how many points you scored. I heard that from Coach Ariama out of UConn. Never judge how you play by how many points you scored. And we talked about that before the game. There's 100 things you can do and never score a point, and you're still contributing just as much as the guy that is scoring the point. So hats off to all those guys. I'm so proud of them tonight. They're coming together at the right time.
And a perfect example of what you just brought up, Jack Polk today, you got no points on the docket. Fortunately, did have those 5 fouls. A couple of those can maybe throw to the wayside of, I don't know about that one.
I'm done talking about those guys.
but he's the prime example of, the points didn't show up on the score sheet, but man, oh man, he was making so many plays on the defensive and offensive side that just opened up so many creases and stopped so many holes. It just goes to show that, you don't have to make those big points, big physical-looking number points to make a difference on the floor, and he was the prime example tonight.
Well, to any young guy out there listening, Jack Polk scored 0 points tonight, and Jack Polk probably had the best game of just about anybody in the gym. He's guarding one of the best players in the state, and I don't know how many of the kids scored. Number 5, Kelly, but he made it difficult for him all night. And I told Jack, that's your job. He might score 15, he might score 20, but he's going to earn every one of them. And that's what Jack did. I told him, take your breaks on offense if you need to, but you get after him defensively. And he's done that for us multiple times. He did it against, Sydney's best player. He went out, held the kid, I think, to like 6 points, the kid averaging almost 18. So he's got a pretty tough job every night. He steps up, he accepts it head on. And whatever points he gets, But he's out there doing his job, and he contributed just as much as whoever our leading scorer was tonight.
Nate Kelly had 16 points, but really those 16 weren't an easy, free-flowing 16. He really had a good chunk of them came in that last couple of minutes where they were just jacking up threes to get into a respectable difference. But overall, I think, was this the best game? I think so. Of the season, and you hate to say that because there's still so many more games left to play. And this is a question I talked to head coach Tyson Hammond with. Every coach has a different approach to this ending of the season. Some coaches would rather have less games towards this last 2 weeks so they can maybe look at some tape more and be able to explore what are some changes that can be made ahead of tournament time. But then there's also some coaches that say, yeah, practice can help in those aspects, but I'd rather have the team be still in game shape, still have the momentum rolling on their side, and then take these games to then transition that into tournament time to make it feel like it's not any different than a normal game.
Right. Like the Hack next year, I think they're moving their conference tournament to the end of the season. So they're going to roll, right into districts with a whole bunch of games, and whoever comes out of that's rolling right into state with a whole bunch of games. So there's nothing that can replace game experience.
Mm-hmm.
You can't replace it. You can't replicate in a game. You try, but you can't. You can draw up we put some new sets in this week. We called a couple. They didn't really look the best. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board on those. But other teams have seen what you're trying to do, and they're out there to stop it. And basketball really comes down to trying to stop what the other team's trying to do and trying to execute what you want to do. And, you can have all the practice you want, but there's nothing to replace that game that game experience. These guys grew more tonight, and we're going to grow again tomorrow night than they did, over the week.
Again, quick turnaround, be taking on Gehring, a team you've seen already just a couple of weeks ago, and taking on them yet again. It's always tough because these quick turnaround games sometimes could be, depending on what time they start. Of course, the girls' game starts at noon, so it's a little earlier than maybe what you were expecting from a start time. But another quick turnaround, this Gehring squad, another good team. Not much that you're going to have time to digest and get ready for. But what does Gehring do so well in the minutes that you've seen them?
Yep, they got, we played them in that Western Conference tournament. They got us. They nipped us right at the buzzer there. They've been a tough team for as long as I've known what a basketball is, and they're going to come in with a chip on their shoulder, and they're going to play tough, and they've got tough, hard-nosed kids. I think their coach is in his first year, but he's picked right up and kept their ball rolling. They got a really good player that likes to play inside. He's a perimeter player, but he gets going downhill. And we lost one of their shooters a little bit out there. He hit some. I think he ended up with 5 threes. So we've got to shut those two things down, and we should be okay. The early game, the other night, Thursday night, we were supposed to have conferences, and I told the guys, hey, I think we can only practice like 20 minutes because I got to go talk to parents. And they all looked around and said, well, let's just practice at 6 o'clock in the morning then. So I would venture to guess there's not a lot of teenage kids that would step up and say that. And it wasn't one of them. It was about 7 or 8 of them. And I said, all right. We come and shoot free throws at 7 o'clock in the morning multiple times a week. We practice 6 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. So early mornings don't bother us. Like I said, we've beat the sun numerous times this year getting up. So we're feeling good about a morning.
Lovely. And, of course, you hit on a couple things that you wanted to do a little bit better for tomorrow's game. So what else do you have kind of written down and circled in that quick little dialogue you had with the team that you wanted to improve upon tomorrow to make it, I think, for the first time this season, 3 in a row?
I told them, be proud tonight. Walk around town with your chest out. Don't walk around too long. Get home, get some sleep because the job's not done. We kind of owe these guys. Like I said, they nipped us at the buzzer. I know our guys the whole way home are saying we don't get a second shot at them very often, so let's take advantage of that. So we're going to get up. We're going to come in, have a shoot around, talk about some things, and be ready to go.
Love it, Coach. Head Coach Jimmy Pack here joining us after Bulldogs pick up their second victory in a row, taking down Scottsbluff 64-59. Coach, again, thank you so much for stopping on by. I'll see you all next week when you guys take on Grand Island Northwest. Hey, man, thank you so much.
Farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhills State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank. Member FDIC.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See me, Pete Foltz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Can you feel it? The feeling of starting something new. The feeling of success. At Mid-Plains Community College, our instructors are ready and willing to support you on every step of your educational journey. Whether you're just starting out or changing careers, MPCC can help you transform your future. Learn more by visiting our website at npcc.edu. That's npcc.edu.
It's the Quick Stop Postgame Wrap-Up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School takes down Scottsbluff and the Bearcats here on the men's side, 64-59 behind strong points. 19 of them from Lance Gifford and 20 from Lance Gifford and 19 from Caden Jonason. Well, let's jump into our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game. I think, of course, it's going to have to go to Caden Jonason again. After missing last Friday's game against Hastings due to an illness, he comes back a week later on Friday and puts up a big 19 points to go along with his game today on the defensive side, where he had to really lock down not only Riley Meiniger, but at some points Nate Kelly as well, and he did a fantastic job of forcing them out of their comfort zones and helped the Bulldogs come up to this victory. Now 2-0 in the last 2 games on a 2-game winning streak. When Money Matters, talk to Marshall Doty, Mark Tillman, and Jacob White, financial advisors with CIO Wealth Strategies, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, in North Platte, Nebraska. Talk to them for all your professional financial service needs. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC. Well, that's going to do it for me today. I'll see you all tomorrow for North Platte Community College women's basketball, as they'll be taking on Central Community College and the Raiders in basketball action at 2 o'clock tomorrow from McDonald Belton Gymnasium. I'll see you all then when we come back here on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live